everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a great evening. So, sitting down to do my Foodie Beauty React, and she's in a mood today, very much in her feelings and in a grumpy mood. So, what is she grumpy about? Well, various things and at various people. She did a few community posts, which I'm going to show, where she's going off on Just Breezing, alleging that there is revenge prawn is being shown. I did some research on that to see if it was indeed revenge prawn being shown on that channel. And my conclusion is there was no revenge prawn because there were clips shown of a stream that Chantal did on YouTube where Chantal was in her negligee. It was the live that happened after her picture shoot with Carly Steele. Chantal was in a red negligee, teddy, and her wig. And there was something shown on Twitter, a brief video clip where Chantal dropped the camera or the phone. It dropped to the floor and she walked over it, and there was a blurred out piece where maybe her private parts were showing, but that was blurred out. It wasn't directly shown. So Chantal got on her community post and was claiming revenge prawn when, in my opinion, it wasn't. She was going off about only hands content. So you know what? Let's just get into the community post really quick so I can show you guys what's going on here, just to kind of prove my point, because I do like to show receipts. So let's start here with the post that she did 2 hours ago, talking about Just Breezing and the supposed revenge prawn, saying you can't appeal nudity even if it's on an OnlyHans or was, dummy. Get a life and take your kid to the park instead of getting excited over a rage, you loser. I'll keep striking you. Looks like long form reporting works and chatting with YouTube. Better watch out, hate channels. I'm done taking your crap. Okay, Chantal, this is where you got it wrong. Okay, so let's start with the first sentence. You can't appeal nudity even if it's on OnlyHans or was. Well, that all depends. Do you have an OnlyHans account still, or don't you? As far as I know, you don't have one. You did have a couple. You did have the first account, and then you decided to cancel it, and then you started another one. And again, I don't know if that's active. I'm not looking around for it. I don't want to see it. But if the account is gone, then that means you cannot file a DMCA takedown. And how that works, y'all, is, let's just say you're somebody online doing some kind of adult content somewhere. You can do what's called a DMCA takedown. And you got to fill out a form, whatever site that you may be a part of or working for. You fill out the form, and the site in question will take steps to have the material removed wherever it appears. So if you no longer have an OnlyHans account, there's really not much the site can do for you. But if you do have an OnlyHans account, and let's just say somebody took your pictures or your videos and put them somewhere they're not supposed to be, somewhere that you're not consenting to and you're not giving permission for, you can file a DMCA takedown and that will be removed. But since I did not see any pictures from your OnlyHans in the stream, I did not see any videos that appeared as if they came from OnlyHans, then you can't do a DMCA takedown. On that note, what's interesting, Chantal, is that you are basically yelling and screaming about revenge prawn, right? Right. So isn't it interesting and isn't it odd that the person who's actually done it to you, not a word. Not too long ago, Natter did a stream where he showed a picture, a flash of you bent over and him, let's just say he was behind you and about to go in somewhere, knocking at your back door, so to speak. So he showed that on a stream. Wouldn't that be considered revenge prawn? Why not go after him? Why go after a reactor? When what he showed was of a more personal nature than what was shown on Just Breeze's stream. Because again, I didn't see anything revenge prawn related. I saw stuff that you posted on YouTube that everybody saw. And you had no problem showing it at the time. But then all of a sudden now it's a problem. But it's not a problem for the other person that you were once connected with, showing something much more personal and much more revealing. Definitely not blurred out. So you got to pick your battles, Chantal. And you got to keep the same energy with everybody, not just people you don't like. Going after one person, but not the other. That has done far worse to you, according to what you told us. So what else do we got here while we're here? This moron resorts to revenge prawn and showing full frontal nudity. What full frontal nudity? I didn't see anything. Did I miss something? Because she can't handle being criticized back. And then attacking this person for being a mother. You know, like, again, Chantal, talking about revenge prawn. But what about the person that you're once connected to that has shown far more personal pictures than anybody else on YouTube? I mean, keep that same energy, girl. Keep it. Keep the energy. Keep the energy. Okay, so the whole bunch of pictures relating to Just Breezin'. So I want to show that to you, and also to let anybody know who might be in the adult industry somewhere doing video or picture content, that if your content appears somewhere it's not supposed to, you can do something about it. There is the DMCA takedown. You fill out a form with whatever site you might be on, and it will be removed. But in Foodie's case, she's claiming revenge prawn when there is no revenge prawn. At least I didn't see any. I scanned really quick. I didn't see anything that was a problem. But she's claiming that. At the same time, she's not going after Natter. And Natter straight up showed a picture on his phone of Foodie bent over, bare butt and all, about to go in, and nothing done to his channel. Nothing at all. And I would think that if she's going after people for that he'd be first on the list, but he's not. You have to wonder why. So, with that said, how about we get into the Twitter stuff? There's not much. And then we'll get into her live stream where she's just being a big old grumpy grump. You know, she's just being grumpy, talking about stuff that she's talked about a million times before. And it makes no sense why she's this mad. Is she mad at a reactor or reactors? Is she mad about the fact that her new friend has been found out to potentially be someone that works for Unicity, might be a representative, and that's where she knows the woman from, and people found out she's not happy with it? That could be it. There could be a number of reasons why she's grumpy. But let's get into the Twitter stuff and we'll see. So let me just pull this up really quick and show you guys all the Twitter stuff before we get started. on the live stream, and we're just going to skip through it. The live stream itself is over 3 hours long. I ain't got that kind of time, and neither do any of y'all. We're just going to get the meat potatoes and leave the rest behind. Okay. Okay, so Moon Goddess Tarot says, Salah, take your fake wife to the park because she obviously very obsessed with that place and thinks women should just live there, I guess. Yeah, and this is what got my attention. I was scanning Twitter and I saw this post and I'm like, oh, is she going off on people in her community post again? Fraudy's got a pattern, y'all. When she's in her feelings and when she's in a rage, you can always count on that when she's really irritated, she'll do like 4 or 5 community posts all back to back. So she'll do like 4 or 5 posts, leave them up for a few minutes, and then make them all disappear like they never happened. And she's doing that today, following the same pattern. Okay, so Julie says, Chantal, I don't know if it's because you never went to the park as a kid because you don't have kids or just because you're oblivious, but FYI, kids aren't at the park. She's so obsessed with mothers taking their kids to the park. You do know, Chantal, that as a mother, you can take your kids in other places. They can go to the park. They can stay at home and have fun. They can be amused just about anywhere. What is it with you and take your kids to a park? What is it with you? Why are you so obsessed with telling mothers or even fathers where to take their children? What's going on with that? What's the obsession with telling other people what to do with their kids? You might want to just go to therapy for that. Yup says, do you know about this, Foodie Beauty? Does Salah know his chances of being sponsored in Canada aren't realistic? Does he know what realistic means? Or shall we teach him using Crazy Frog? And this is credit to the Kiwi farmers. Here's a post from them saying it's just been announced that the immigration target has been dropped by 20% for next year and a slightly higher percentage for the following year. Even if Chantal made the grade as a sponsor, she doesn't. Unless Salah has a professional skills of which we are unaware, he's not getting in. So Big Boy is going to have to decide if it's worth maintaining the marriage or try another potential sponsor or country. Y'all never know. We don't know. He might be looking into that right now. If he hasn't gotten the clue that Chantal is not the one that's going to bring him over to Canada and sponsor him, if he hasn't gotten it through his head that she eats as much as she makes, she eats her way through her paychecks. You put money in her pocket and it burns a hole in her pocket. She's got to spend it immediately. If he's not picking up all those clues, there's no saving him. There's no educating him. It's been 2 years. He should have gotten it by now. So we don't know. He might be researching other people. He might be researching other ways. This whole thing of meeting up with the mysterious friend, that might be just another way for him to get money out of Chantal and her not know it. There has been a rumor for a minute that all the time that she basically made him go out and get her food, he might have been overcharging her and pocketing the difference. So it's one of those moments where, when you're going to wake up, dude? When are you going to wake up? That if there's any chance of getting into Canada or going anywhere or doing anything, it's not going to happen through Chantal. It's just not. She's not stupid. I mean, Chantal acts stupid, but in certain ways, she's not stupid. She's not going to give Salah lots of money all at once because she knows if she does, he's going to disappear. And she's going to make sure he doesn't get lump sums. You know, she's going to be a bit of a miser and like give little bits on purpose. Keep him starving in a sense to where he doesn't have too much to where he can go run off. Give him just enough for a little bit of something, but keep him hungry. Because as long as he's hungry, as long as he's just riding on the thin line, he's staying put. He can't go anywhere. He's stuck with her. And that's what she wants. She wants him stuck with her. She doesn't want him to go anywhere because she can't go anywhere. She is stuck in Kuwait. She can't afford a home back in Canada. They're kind of stuck together. And that's both of their faults because they entered into this thing. They let it go on way too long. And now they're both stuck with each other. And I'm fine with that because they're both scammers. They're both liars and they both deserve this. So Florida Salt and Sass says, and we're back to gaslighting and rewriting history and ticked off while at it. Nothing gets her angrier than accountability and her own words being repeated. Nellie says, LOL, no way did your doctor say you could have that much rice. Rewrite it however you want. You're the only one suffering consequences. Well, this is from the current live. So, y'all, she's saying that the amount of rice the doctor told her she could have was this much versus this much. The doctor told her this much. What will fit in the palm of your hand? But Chantal doesn't want to hear that. She's going to make up her own rules as she normally does. So instead of having this much, we're going to have this much. We got the original rice and we got the backup rice. There's always the backup rice. You know, like the doctor said, just this much. She's like, what? That's all? No. We got to add another hand. That's the correct amount. No. No, she wants the whole plate. Make up your own rules, Chantal. Nobody can stop you from eating. Nobody can stop you. Go ahead and eat all the rice you want. Go ahead and eat all the potato chips you want and the French fries and poutine and whatever else, because the only one who's getting hurt by your dietary choices at the end of the day is you. Your body is suffering and you're making it suffer when you don't have to. You're making that choice. Every time you sit down for a meal, you are making those choices, not girl world. We're not telling you what to eat. You're doing it. But let's watch the clip.
Today she had 2 cups of, the doctor said that she had to have a palm of rice, and we've been seeing that she's been eating a lot more rice than that. So no, the doctor said.
Okay, so the doctor said a palm of rice. A palm. That's important. A palm, Chantal, not a hand full of rice. A palm of rice. What fits in the palm of your hand? He did not say 2 palms of rice. He said 1. Singular. You're supposed to be an English major. You know about plural and singular. Plural implies more than one. Singular means 1. He said palm, not palms. So palm, 1 hand. That's it, right here. You're holding up 2 hands. Palms. Nah, it's supposed to be 1. So you're trying to say, both my hands put together make 1 palm. No. That's not how it goes. And you know it too.
This is how much rice you can have, okay?
No, wrong.
I said that in my video. Go back and check.
And if you think that by saying these things, having more than 1 palm of rice, this is going to elicit outrage in girl world. No, we're not going to get outraged over it. We've seen how you eat. We're practically desensitized to it. Like, why are we going to get outraged over what you choose to put into your own body? Why are we going to get outraged over it? You're not damaging our health. You're damaging your health. You're the one waking up in pain every day. It's not hurting us. So why are we going to get outraged? Because you're lying? I mean, you are, in a sense, passing out medical misinformation, and anybody out there who might be a diabetic, if they're listening to you and thinking that what you're saying is the truth, it's not. Nobody should be taking medical advice or health advice from Chantal. She's very sick. She's out of control with herself. Nobody should be listening to this woman. Maybe in that respect, we can get angry. But as far as what you're doing to yourself, we don't have a horse in that race. This is what you're choosing to do to yourself, mama. We don't care. Florida Salt and Sass says, it wasn't to go see your grandmother. It was to say goodbye to your grandmother. Her memorial service, quote, it wasn't that short. Ma'am, your butt and your undies were hanging out. So this is what Foodie wore to say goodbye to her grandmother after her grandmother passed. This is what she was wearing. Call me old-fashioned. I'm about to be 54. I'm 53 now. Call me old-fashioned. Maybe I am. But if I were going to say my grandmother's memorial, to go see her one last time, to say goodbye, this is not what I would wear. This is highly inappropriate. I mean, maybe it's me. I was raised in the generation that if you put on a dress or a skirt, and if you do the bend over test, if you can bend over and feel the draft coming in from the other side, it's entirely too short. If you feel a draft where you should not feel one, it's too short. And this is too short. If you've got something on so tight and so short that you're seeing your underwear, it's time to take it off or put a pair of pants on. Yeah, but that's what she wore to go see grandma with her grandmother's passing. Moon Goddess Tarot says, nothing wrong with LMM, friends. So Foodie's beautiful, sweetest girl in the world friend is an LMM scanner. Confirmed. I freaking knew it. I'm so embarrassed for you that you are such an easy mark for scammers. I know. She is an easy mark. She has no idea how easy she is. She's easy to figure out. She's so easy. Yeah, maybe one day she'll learn. Not right now, though. She's still trapped in the stupid part of her brain. All right, what else we got here? And this was something curious that I didn't catch, and everybody else on Twitter caught. So Nana Spike T says, why is the friend's hand blurred out? The picture isn't the best quality, but that's the only. But I see, jokingly, I said maybe we have matching wedding rings. So yeah, that was odd. This part here where that friend's hand, it's blurred out. Why is the friend's hand blurred out? Was there something on the hand? Was there a ring of some sort? Why blur out her hand, Foodie? Why take it into Photoshop and blur out her hand? I don't get it. You put an emoji over her face to protect her identity. Okay, but why blur out her hand? That's just weird. Really, really weird. Let's see. All right, so that's it for all of the stuff on Twitter. It didn't take very long to go over it. So let's get on to the live stream itself. Let's get into it. We're going to stay here for a little bit and then move it right along. Okay, Chantal. Oh, we're already starting out with the big shades on and she's inside. What does this mean? We'll find out. Let's do this.
I hate that. They tell you something like that and then you have to wait, and it's just like so annoying. It's hard that waiting period. Hey, Slutty. Arabella? No, I'm not. I'm not going back with Unicity, but I still stand by that they have good products, but...
Huh, isn't that something? So she meets up with the mystery female friend, and we haven't heard about Unicity in the longest, have we? I mean, Foodie went through a period of talking about the Unicity products and that they were okay, and she was acting like she was drinking the drinks, and that was helping her. And then she slacked off from that, and then she went quiet, and now we're back to talking about it again. Isn't that something? What a weird coincidence that this mysterious female friend enters the picture, and now she's talking about Unicity. So was it somebody from that company, Foodie, trying to recruit you into their downline? For anyone who's not aware of how MLMs work, it's just a gigantic pyramid scheme. And how those companies make their money is not on the products themselves. The products are just trash. It's not about the products, and people love them and they want to buy them all the time. The main money is in being somebody working for the company, and you start recruiting people underneath you. And by recruiting people underneath you, that becomes your downline. And the people that are your downline, you get a percentage of whatever it is they make. And the more people you have on your downline, the more money you could potentially make. So they're always looking for people to recruit into their downline. So was this woman somebody that she was looking to recruit Foodie into her downline? Because pyramid schemes, MLMs, they don't care who's in the downline as long as they got money and as long as they're making money. So was that what was going on, Foodie? That it wasn't a female friend that wanted to hang out. It was just a representative of that company coming to hang out with you, trying to recruit you into their downline and make money off of you. We'll never know. But keep going.
And I still do drink the whatchamacallits, the drinks once in a while. Well, I'm so bad at being consistent with anything that, it's hard to be successful at anything when you're not consistent. And I know this. So, but no. Are you tired as F? Oops, I did it again video. Oops, I did it again.
Please don't sing.
Please sketch some stuff, Mike.
You know what? I forgot to say something before we got started with all this, and I apologize. Let me just shut her up for a minute because we'll get back to it. Hey, Booger. For those that like when I do tarot readings during the tarot lives, just wanted to pass some news along to y'all. So I bought a whole bunch of new tarot decks, and I was specifically looking for decks to do girl world readings, more of the tea decks, and I've already got 2 of them in. So here are the ones that I got. It's called What's the Tea? They're oracle cards, and it can give more like in-depth readings for people like Chantal. And then I got another one called What's the Vibe? That has to do with relationships. So the next time I do a tarot card reading on Chantal, I can use those new decks. Just want to let y'all know that I really want to have more fun readings with y'all. So like I am looking for decks that I can get more in depth about things and give more detail. So just wanted to say that before I forget. I wanted to say it earlier and I did forget. Apologies. So let's keep going with Chantal.
Horror ranked. Oh, it must be Breezy. She's very, very upset with my post. So it's probably one of her 1 million accounts. Well, I guess if you don't like somebody clapping back, you probably shouldn't come into someone's stream and try to derail it and make a comment on what I'm wearing when it's 1,000 times better than what you wear. So eat it. Just eat it. Eat it. People are harassing. It's not a Unicity employee. People are stupid. Seriously. Like, why would it be a Unicity employee? Like, why can't I have friends? Like, there are people who legit love me because I'm an awesome, nice person.
What? What did she say? I'm an awesome, nice person. Really? Well, if you're such an awesome, nice person, why is it that you have to pay men to be around you? I'm just asking questions over here. If you're an awesome, nice person, awesome, nice people don't have to pay other people to be around them. If you were an awesome, nice person, why did you pay Natter all that money to hang out with you? Why were you paying his bills and paying his rent? Why are you paying for Salah? Why is it that the people that used to be your friends aren't your friends anymore? And they're all happier with you being away from them. Because, if you're an awesome, nice person, they would say, I miss Chantal, and I wish you would come back to Canada and hang out with me. Nobody really wants to hang out with you, Foodie. That's why you have to pay people to hang out with you, Foodie. Like if you're awesome and you're nice, people gravitate towards you. They're not repelled by you.
And if you don't think so, that's your problem. I'm not nice to you. If I'm not nice to you, it's probably because you're not nice to me. And I would say that there's probably like thousands of people on YouTube that are not nice to me. Right? Hey, Naomi. Dildo, your number one fan. Thank you. So, yeah, I am very nice.
Sure.
It's true. Who can't be a bee? So, all right. So I have some,
so Blue Paws is just saying something right now, saying, oh, so your new friend isn't the Unicity lady. She looks just like the lady from their website. Yeah. So Unicity on their website, there's a picture of a woman that looks a lot like the woman that came to see Chantal. Isn't that something? Does she have a twin sister? These ladies, are they twins? And the one twin is your friend and the other one is just working for Unicity? Is some weird coincidence? By happenstance? Is that how it happened? Or is it the same person, Foodie?
I'm keeping track of everything I'm ordering and everything, treats I have. And no, Tam, you're not. Hi, little pumpkin. I tell people to sit on it and rotate who deserve it. Absolutely. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I got to change something in the settings. Hi, Amy. Hi, Carrie. Rob Zombie. Who else came in here? I didn't see. Lazy. In order to get respect, you got to give. Yeah. Suzanne. Welcome, salam, little pumpkin. Hi, Ginger. What are my plans for today? Well, the day's kind of over already here. I'm just wearing this so I don't lose it. I put this nice lamp here so that I can have some like nice lighting. I don't like the big lights. The big lights, they put me in a foul mood, Thank you, Flopsy. Yeah. See her. I don't know. We're going to make plans. What comment? I didn't see it. Hello, Ellen. But let me check. Message retracted. It was retracted. Oh. Fart Garfunkel for saying my friend is a paid actor. What's really, really friggin' funny about that comment is whenever I was having coffee with my friend, she said that. She's like, and I said that too. I'm like, watch. I'm going to post a photo of you and me, and they're going to say you're a paid actor. And what do people do? You're so predictable. I love it.
Is that why you went on this coffee date, Chantal? It wasn't about friendship at all. It was about maybe a business deal, or because you were looking for something, trying to irk girl world and get them talking and get them outraged. Again, we're not outraged. We're not. We have our doubts about this person for good reason, based on who you are and the way you behaved, and the fact that you really don't care about friendship, and you don't know what friendship is, and you don't know what loyalty is, and you use people. And seeing this woman with you, and the fact that she allegedly brought you flowers, which is strange for a first time meeting, just a lot of things look odd, look off. It points in the direction of if this person isn't a paid actor, there was money involved. Like she was from a company of some sort. She looked like a professional lady of some sort. Like, but you were basically wanted to take the picture to post it on Girl World thinking this will get them talking. I want them talking about me. I want them to be outraged. You're really looking for those extra views, aren't you? It's the wrong way to get it. It's not doing what you want it to do. Like you still missed the mark with this one.
Yes, I put my flowers in a vase. GoPro treadmill, Temu haul groceries month long, Thailand trips, girl teaching me how to make money, and an expensive. Listen, people are so sad. Hi, Sea Roller. An MLM, that too, living Laura. Yeah. Nothing wrong with MLM friends, but
I just want to point this out. So money was spent on a GoPro, which I really don't understand the purpose of a GoPro. If you're not going to go anywhere, if you're not going to use it for anything. So all that money spent on a GoPro, something that will probably not get used at all, if rarely, but no money spent on a better microphone. Something that she would use all the time. You're not going to get a better microphone, Foodie. When you need one, you're going to stick with little microphones that crackle all the time and are irritating. Ma'am, I'm a tiny channel. Do you see this? Do you see it? My Blue Yeti. How is it that I'm a small channel and I have a better microphone than you and you're a bigger channel than me? Shameful. Hide your head in shame.
our vehicle, that's a $31,000 Canadian SUV. And people are saying it's a Temu car. People who probably don't even have a car. Nothing wrong with that, but if you don't have a car, don't rag on people who have one. If you don't have a man, don't rag on people who have one, okay? Also, Tansala. Hello, babe. I was just talking about our Sherry. I saw someone say, like, you have a Temu vehicle. I was like, what? What?
You know what, Chantal? I've been married twice for real, divorced twice. And I'm single and I'm fine with that. Because I admit I got married to two bad men. Those are bad decisions. Hence the reason why I got divorced. But you've got a man only because you paid for a man, not because he truly loves you. So as a single woman that I was once married, I did that twice. I walked down the aisle twice. I got the ring on my finger twice. I can criticize you because what you have is not real. It's fake. It's fantasy. You're playing house with somebody. It's a business arrangement. Okay, it's a financial agreement. It's an ongoing financial transaction. You always like to come off with, you have to have a man in your life to be worth something. Nah, that's not true. You can be a single person and be perfectly fine. And if you're someone that you're working on yourself, you're under construction, so to speak, you know you got a lot of things to do to make yourself better. You should stay alone. You can devote all of your time to fixing yourself, to the parts that are broken. But you always come across like, in order to be worth something, in order to have value, you have to be with somebody. That ain't true. You got somebody in your life right now that you paid for, and you're still miserable. You only got him because you paid for him, and you stop paying, though, you lose him. You're renting a husband, but you don't really have a husband, mama.
But it's kind of funny, I guess. Hi, babe. Where's my pumpkin spice latte? Hey, Carrie. Can you express an opinion on my friend only her? Yeah, sure, Mike Misguided. Go for it. No one block Mike. They can't even pay for the wheels of the car. Oh, cut the stems? Okay, CB. I kind of just shoved them all in one pot. Should I space it out? It doesn't pass enough regulations to be sold in some countries like the United States. What? Oh my gosh. But they sell Fords. Please. I had listen, Dodge is crap. Dodge is crap.
You've never owned a Dodge and you can't speak on American brand cars, ma'am. And any car that comes with a fire extinguisher, I'd be looking at it sideways. And that's what you bought. That's what you bought.
The Sherry is amazing. It's amazingly awesome. High tech. It's perfect. The Sherry.
By the way, Chantal, since you like to say, where's your man? Where's your car? Where's the Timu Mobile? Rumor is it's gone. We haven't seen it in a while. What happened to it? Did you have to give it up because you couldn't afford the payments? What happened to the Timu Mobile?
Please. Yeah. Hi, Levy. You missed so many live stream basket. Hi, Teardrop. Oh, my sound. How come? Okay, let me put my microphones, but when I smoke shisha, it might be a bit loud. So I'm being bad. I'm ordering a pumpkin spice. I have to have one for the season at least. Like, I'm sorry. Everyone is having pumpkin spice.
Not me. Nothing against pumpkin spice. Those of you that like pumpkin spice stuff, more power to you. I'm bowing out though. Enjoy. But she's like, I have to have one. No, you don't. You can say no to it if you want to. You can say no as much as you say yes.
I'm not getting it from Starbucks. I still haven't had Starbucks. Started. I did have a bit of fast food before, but I'm back to boycotting that. And well, it's like impossible to boycott everything. Like, I don't know. I try my best, Some products, I don't even know. But can you hear me okay? I haven't ordered fast food since Thailand. That's like so incredible for me because you guys know. I'm trying not to show my hallway because I want my plaque in there too.
I'm sorry. I don't trust her when she says that. She's trying to claim like I haven't ordered fast food since Thailand. Press X to doubt. Here's what I think. I think that ever since Amberlynn Reed had a lot of her videos removed by Google for harmful content, like Chantal got word of that, and she doesn't want anything to happen to her channel. So now she's coming on camera and she's trying to appear like she doesn't eat a lot of food. She's just bringing like the little bits of food. But you best believe when the camera's turned off, it's on. And there's also the potential that she could be doing, the food stuff on Cameo and stuff privately. Just because the camera is turned off doesn't mean she's sticking to her word. If she were really cutting down her calories and losing weight, we'd know. I mean, I could just tell by looking at her. Her face would start to change. It wouldn't be so round. You would see the weight loss in her face first, and I'm sorry, I don't see it. So, like you tell on yourself without realizing you tell on yourself, Foodie. Like you can lie to us all you want, but the truth will always come out in one form or another.
That's just nothing. There's a beach ball and a chair. To me, that's like cluttered, and there's a vacuum and Julia's bag on the ground. I don't like it, but I leave it there for her because she loves it, Anyway, whatever. It's Boosty Boost. Can you guys hear me now? Really? Capone? I didn't know that. Pumpkin cookies. Hey, Big Korean. No, I ordered from Dunkin'. Dunkin' pumpkin spice. 3 Amazon bases. My YouTube pluck. Amelia. No, you're not blocked. Duck Puppet, no. Did you see the broken ass girly bread who accused us and claimed that we are broke? He is a big joke. I saw that. I mean, I have debts. It's no secret, but I'm paying them off. Like I have a payment plan. And that's the thing. Like the most sanctimonious people.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Look, there's no shame in having debt. There's no shame in making payments on a debt. But that is a talking point right now. Because she just said out of her own mouth, she's got debts. And if she's indeed on a payment plan of some sort to handle them, like the one for her bankruptcy, if Salah has any plans to try to come to Canada through Fraudy, that might work against her and him. Because, if you try to sponsor somebody, they want to see that person who is the sponsor, the guarantor, that they're able to cover that person's expenses for quite a while. The state or the country they want to know that if the person that is looking to be sponsored, that the sponsor is financially stable. So if the sponsor has arrived at a place where they have bad credit, that they're currently paying off a debt, does that point in the direction of financial stability? It points in the direction of the person is repairing financial things, but they're not all the way stable at that moment. So again, Salah, if you're still thinking that Fraudy can bring you to Canada, if she's on a payment plan, it's not going to happen for quite a while because she's got a lot of debt. The last time I heard about her debt with the bankruptcy, it was somewhere in the neighborhood of about 60 grand. She could have paid that off by now if she had just slowed down with the food. The amount of money that she spends on food is incredible. But Fraudy is somebody that she doesn't like to spend her money on necessary things. She likes to spend her money on things that give her pleasure, like food, like Amazon, like Temu. All the money that she spent in Thailand, if all of that had gone towards her debt, she could have paid off quite a bit by now. But there's no stability here. So if Salah's thinking she can take him to Canada, no.
Are always the most whatever they claim the other I'm gonna try putting some people put Vaseline on their eyebrows. I wonder if that works. Thank you, Ria.
And there's a reason why the reaction channels, we all doubt what she says. If she says, I'm on a payment plan and I'm being responsible, we look at the history of Chantal. She had the Sangria Kia, her car, that despite all the money she was making on YouTube, she never paid it off. Never. She still owed payments on it when she was still in Canada, despite the fact that she made $20,000 or $30,000 a month for a few months. Could have paid that off that car in a heartbeat. But she never did. She's very bad about being an adult and paying for things. Now she's saying she's on a payment plan. Does anybody believe that she's actually on a payment plan, that she's actually paying it off? Because I don't. I really don't.
I look like a girl band member.
And maybe she doesn't want to pay it off. Maybe she doesn't want to be financially responsible, because then Salah would be really after her to take him to Canada, and she doesn't want him to go. So she can use that excuse of, hey, I got bad credit. Hey, I've got debts. And he won't get to Canada with her. She doesn't want him there because she knows what will happen if he gets there. The moment he steps foot in Canada, he's going to go run off and find another new red room, maybe a couple of them. And by her being financially unstable, that essentially traps him with her a little bit longer.
I'm in a mood today, so I'm letting everyone have it.
You forgot to wear your red lipstick.
Hey, Paul. Nice. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm rich. Like, you know, I won't say we're broke. We're not broke. Hi, Kate. But yeah, I know people think that I only make like $2,500 a month in YouTube. I make way more than that. And then Salah has an income. Obviously, he can't live here if he doesn't.
Yeah, but how much money? Listen, your finances are your finances, Foodie. I'm not in your pocket. I don't care what you make. It doesn't affect me at all. But let's think about the expenses going out the door for a minute. You got to pay for that apartment. And you probably pay for wherever Salah is staying because he's not staying with you. Maybe you're paying on the car. Then there's the larger expense of all the food that you require because you have to eat every 2 hours. The junk food, the takeout food, the constant takeout food, the desserts, just all the expenses. Plus, your Canadian dollar over in Kuwait doesn't really add up to much. Your Canadian dollar is worth, say, 25 cents versus the Kuwaiti dinar. So you're actually paying 5 times the amount to stay in Kuwait. It's not cheap there.
So, yeah. Katie. Hey, Becca. Yeah, comfortable, you know. Mashallah. I don't take it for granted. Hey, Jessica. Beach bees. Is anyone rich at the moment and except 4 people? Hi, Melly. You would like, I don't know. The case was approved to finally move forward. What does that mean, tired AF? Like, just, is that bad for him? Because if it is, yay. Foodie is on a payment plan, and stop saying she's going to jail in Canada, please. To go to jail in Canada for like taxes, you have to be like probably like you know, you have to ignore them for.
You know, and side issue. So Natter recently did a stream where he was going after Just Saying and FFG. And it makes me wonder why. What's prompting him to go after Just Saying and FFG? It kind of feels like Foodie is behind that. That Foodie is nudging him to do that. I mean, again, like she allegedly hates Natter. He was so abusive. He did so many awful things to her. And yet he showed revenge prawn of Foodie. No strikes to his channel for that. He lost his channel and got it back mysteriously. Why not go after him? And what would prompt him all of a sudden to go after Just Saying and FFG just out of nowhere? Like, where is that coming from? So I question, like, all of these rages from Foodie going after the reactors. Is it kind of a deflection tactic because he does have a court case coming up and trying to keep the attention of the reactors off of that and put it onto other things? I wonder.
Years and years and years. Hi, Andrew. So, yeah, as long as you keep up with them and, you know, Canada's so chill, yeah. Yeah, I did do the treadmill today, this morning. Yeah, he's still around. Yeah, as long as you're exactly, you can still afford. Like for me, I feel rich like being, it's not about being broke or no shame for broke people, but it's meant the hypocrisy. When he accused other people to be broke while he is the broke ass and had 2 credit plan not paid. Looks pathetic. Yeah. Yeah, like it looks stupid whenever you suffer from whatever you're accusing other people of, you know? Is it still cutting out? Okay, try exiting and coming back in and let me know, guys, because maybe it's the internet. I don't know. I hope not. Let me know, Teardrop, if it... Hey, Padley. Thank you, Amanda. Hey, Amelia. Sunni Muslim. Oh, I wish Capone. I know they should, like, I don't know. The thing with Karla Homolka is they made that plea deal before they found the tapes, right? And Dudu said they're going to subpoena you. Bring it on. Hold your tongue. I need a swear jar. I need to put a dinars in it. Bring it on, Stephen Harper, Leon looking wannabe. Hey, Cynthia. So, yeah, CB. Hey, if you have no debt, you're rich for sure. That's awesome. I thought I would never get out of having a car payment. Don't have a car payment. So happy. Lovey, he is jealous of everyone except his long love story, 1 week engagement on internet. Just beating out. They didn't even meet.
Like she's gonna go off on several reactors in this stream, like Garlic Bread, Just Breezin'. She's gonna bring everybody up. So, like, what prompted this, Chantal? What prompted this? Like, are you mad because people found out that maybe the female friend is actually a representative of unicity? Like, what brought this on? Like, all of a sudden, is this a deflection tactic? Like, look over here, don't look over there, don't pay attention to the Natter case at all because it's coming up real soon. Is that what this is? Because I'm looking at you right now, and I've seen you have a full-on meltdown rage before. You had several when you were in Canada, but this doesn't feel like a real rage. This feels manufactured. It looks very stage deflection-ish. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that right now.
Do you believe the man should be the breadwinner?
Hey, booger.
Yeah, kind of. They should definitely like take care of me. But I know it's not always possible. Like, I don't feel like a man should be totally dismissed. Like, you see a lot of women on TikTok who are like holding like, you know, Chanel, like a whole bunch of like Hermes and all that. And they're like, my man provides. It's like, whatever. They don't have to be like that level there, but.
What is it with her in the Hermes bags? What is it with her? Why does she criticize people that have high fashion accessories and purses and bags? There's nothing wrong with having an Hermes bag if you've got the income and that's what you like. Why shouldn't you have an Hermes bag? It's your money. Spend it the way you want to. Hey, booger. You want to curl up here? Say hello. Say hi, everybody, booger. That's my baby. But she goes off about the Hermes bags and like, you know what, Foodie? I think you go on TikTok, and I think you want to be one of those wives in the Middle East with a husband that they are filthy rich. And these filthy rich husbands spoil the crap out of their wives. And they buy them the Hermes bags and the expensive jewelry and take them places and take them to the finest restaurants and stuff like that. You want to be one of those rich trophy wives that the husband just takes care of everything and buys you flowers and will spend $400 on dinner and won't even blink an eye. You go on TikTok and you probably see wives like that and you wish you were one, but you're not one. Because I've been on TikTok and I've seen those ladies, And I've seen one thing in common with those ladies, that these trophy wife types are drop dead gorgeous. Okay? Drop dead gorgeous. You know, like they're in a league of their own. And they get the really rich husbands that will buy them Hermes bags by the dozens. That's the life you want, but that's not the life you have. But I'm sure if you did have that life, instead of coming online and saying, I love to live simply and I love to be frugal, the life that we live is fine, I'm okay, you be the first to get on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and anywhere you could think of and brag about your wealth or the wealth of your husband. You'd be that person that you would brag about what you have and flaunt it in everybody's face and say, where's your rich husband? Where's your wealth? Where's your closet full of Hermes bags, you peasants? But you can't do that because that's not your life. And that will never be your life. So you hate on what other people have simply because you don't have it. I mean, you could have bought yourself an Hermes bag way back in the day. You can't do it now. But all this unnecessary hate for people that have fashionable things or fashionable clothes is ridiculous.
You know, an adult with responsibilities and, you know, all these other things, earning an income and stuff is, yeah, I mean, all birds good. No, Melly, not if you're an expat, you can't. Yeah. Rip Kia Pondu. The nut salsa. I don't know. Yeah, if you don't have cash, exactly. Thanks, babe. Aw, and you're so handsome. So, what else was I saying? I don't shop at Starbucks. I have a nuke. Hey, Padley, Hafiz, thank you. I got a new camera, but I'm not using it. We have a GoPro. We're just waiting on one more piece. We had to order it because none of the stores had it here. They're all sold out. So, hey, Bailey, thank you. Yeah. Pay for gas. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm really like, I was so financially irresponsible my whole life. And now at like 39, I started, and I'm 40. So like last year, maybe I started, you know, okay, writing down like, okay, what do I owe? What debts do I have? And just like, you know, focusing most of my income on my debts and kind of thing. And, you know, Salah can take care of. Before he met me, he was living on his own, had bills, similar situation, you know. We're not paying much more here than what we were there because he was living in Salmiya, which is very expensive. It's more expensive than here. So
I don't think she became more financially responsible. I don't think she woke up one day and got smart. What happened was she just simply arrived at a place where she didn't have all kinds of throw around money. You know, she didn't have that throw around money to throw around at different things. And she got involved with Salah, and Salah took control of part of that money, and she can't spend the way that she normally spends. You know, Chantal were back in Canada and had full control of her money. She would blow it all on torrid hauls and Amazon and fast food, and she'd be broke 3 or 4 days after payday. So Salah, I feel, has control of part of the money and make sure the bills and stuff maybe get paid, because she doesn't know how to do adulting, y'all. She just doesn't. Like she makes money, but she doesn't value money. and she's not smart with it. Hence why she lets Salah take care of part of that, because she would spend it all if you gave it all to her all at the same time.
Capone, that's a bad word in this chat. Denise. A 2008 Honda Accord, and I love it. Yeah. Salah used to have a Honda. They're built to last cars, you know? Denise. It depends, Amanda. Like, you can get like a Bachelor for like maybe what, 150, 175 KD, which is maybe $500-$600. It's paid for. That's the thing. I would rather have a car that's paid for and still working. The Kia?
Yeah, but you never paid yours off, and it was in shabby working condition, and I seriously doubt that you paid for yours. Here's what I think as far as the Kia. I think the last time she was in Canada, when the whole Kybella thing broke, she was supposed to be in Canada a lot longer. But then the Kybella thing happened, and Fraudy wanted to get back to Kuwait as fast as she could. Maybe she was worried that Salah would find another sugar mama and completely dump her. So she gave the car to somebody she knew. And they took it over. Or maybe they're hiding the car from her for her, because the tax man is after her and might take the car. Even though it's not worth much, it's still something. So somebody she knows probably has the car, because the car is not quality. It's an older vehicle. The book value on it is not that high. So what could she really sell it for if indeed she was still owing payments? She didn't outright own the car. You know, so the Sangria key is gone and it's with somebody.
It's still going strong, because you know why? I put a lot of money into that thing. Like, just before selling it,
You ran it ragged, dude. You ran it completely ragged, and it was trashed inside. You spilled drinks in the car, food in the car. You even soiled yourself in that car. Like, in what condition was that car in that would make it worth selling?
all new brake job. Everything was $1,500. Remember, I was complaining. So it was really in good condition, except it had a scrape, but whatever.
It had no front bumper.
My Optima. Yeah, I really liked my Kia. There's no problem with it. You know, it was comfy. So I want to steal it back. Yeah. Here's $2,000. No.
Oh, that was telling. Did y'all just catch that? I want to steal it back. Here's $2,000. Is that what she sold it for? That sounded like a self-confession right there. So she sold it to somebody for $2,000. Interesting. Very interesting. Chantal, was that the cost of your plane ticket? Kind of sounds like the cost of a plane ticket to fly back to Kuwait. If you're someone that you have to buy 2 seats for a 13-hour flight, that would cover the cost of a ticket for 2 seats, wouldn't it? I would think so. Is that what happened? You were in Canada. You were planning to stay longer. Then the Kybella thing broke wide open. You were in a hurry to get back to Salah. So you sold the Kia to somebody, perhaps somebody you knew, more than likely. You got $2,000. You took the $2,000 and you bought yourself a plane ticket to go back to Kuwait as soon as you could. Is that what happened?
Probably that's all it's worth. I maintained it well, except running over all those animals, but they ran in front of my car. Sometimes you can't help it, you know? I wish I didn't, but that totaled the front of my car. I don't know what I hit that day on the bridge, but
so she's confessing, right? She said it's in good condition. Now she's confessing to, I there's damage to the car. So it wasn't that great condition, was it?
I sold the Kia because I wasn't planning on going back to Canada anytime soon. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, ECP. Good for you. That's awesome. No, I don't drive here, Ginger. These ads. Sorry, guys. If you can watch them, that'd be great.
Tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke, Chantal. People still complaining about ads on your lives. Still, even after people telling you they hate all the ads, she's going to let YouTube put as many ads as they can on her lives to make money.
Speaking of poor, no, they didn't see Phyllis driving it because she doesn't have it.
So Ann Phyllis doesn't have the Kia. Who does? The sister?
They're full of crap, as usual. You can get a scooter, imagine. I'm okay. My coffee's here. I drove once. Yeah. Yeah, because at the time I read that, like, at the time that I drove, I was like, I could use my Ontario license, but no, now I can't. 33,000 brand new. Yeah, ours was like 31 something, 31,000 something. Coffee at 8. Yeah, it doesn't affect my tiredness.
Okay, we're getting a little bit boring. I guess she went to go get her coffee. And she got her coffee. So let me get this straight, Chantal. Let me get this straight. It's 8 o'clock, and you just ordered coffee at 8 o'clock at night. Doesn't that mean that you're going to be up all night because you're drinking coffee? Caffeine stays in the system for a while. How are you going to get good sleep? Second thing, that's just wasteful. Girlfriend, you could have gone to your kitchen and made a cup of coffee. You didn't have to have it delivered. You're talking about being financially responsible. At the same time, you're ordering coffee at 8 at night. I can't with her. I can't with her stupidity. There's a thing called a coffee maker. You put in a filter, you put in some ground coffee, you fill the thing full of water, you wait, boom, you got a whole pot of coffee. And you can add whatever sugars or creamers or flavorings you like. It's just so simple.
Pumpkin spice latte. No whip.
And you can make a latte at home for cheap. It's not that hard.
I love your cat. Oh, good idea, ECB.
And apologies, guys, because she's going to use that stupid, noisy shisha when she should have gone out and gotten one with a silencer or whatever you want to call it that cuts out the farting, burbling, bubbling noise. She's going to go wild with that thing. Chantal, I better never hear you talk about anybody smoking cigarettes or anything ever again. Do you hear me? With you smoking that thing, don't even talk to me over here.
Minus the Starbucks. Thanks, Volpe. No, I didn't sell my car to a family member.
And the way she hits it, it's just like hitting it like she hasn't had the shisha in like 10 years. Girl, why are you going crazy with the shisha? Like, what's going on? Why are you smoking that much? Because something you guys should know, like smoking a cigarette you're getting only so much nicotine off of that cigarette. And it's over. You know, you smoke the whole cigarette, it's gone. But the amount of nicotine that she's getting through that thing is much stronger. So she doesn't need that much with the shisha. It's going to hit more powerful.
My aunt hasn't had a car in a long time. She doesn't want to keep up with the upkeep and everything. So pumpkin spice cold brew. Yes, I know. But it's chilly here. Like, I'm actually cold now. And I really just wanted like a hot drink. So I don't know if that's a recent picture of her of just beating old people today. No, we don't have Walmart. But I don't care about her weight. I don't give a crap. What I'm laughing at is her shirt, because she had the nerve to be like she sounds like such a childish grade school, high school meanie friggin' hater. Like, she sounds like such a jealous hater. And before she says, "Oh, you're jealous of," like, what? What's there to be jealous? Like, seriously, you live with your parents.
You know, I don't see any harm with living with one's parents. There's a lot of people that live with their parents for one reason or another. What is wrong with living with the parents? I mean, let's be real. With the economy being what it is, a lot of people are moving back in with their families because the cost of rent is ridiculous. It's insane. So to try to just get by, they're moving in with the family members, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got to do what you got to do. Or maybe the children live with the parents to take care of the parents. But why is it a bad thing to live with the parents? If that makes you happy, if it makes them happy, what's wrong with that?
At 41.
Ma'am. Every single time that you go back to Canada, where do you go? You go back to your family's house. You don't take up a room at a hotel or a motel and spend your time there. You sleep on the couch at your parents' house. That's where you go. That's what you do. You sleep on the couch at your parents' house. That's where you crash. So why criticize somebody who lives with their parents when you come back to Canada, you go straight to the parents' house and crash on the couch? You don't even go get your own room and like do your own thing?
You've been rejected by Isaac Guest and garlic bread.
Ma'am, how many men have rejected you? Can we do a head count? Nada rejected you. Salah's pretty much rejected you. What about the other men that you were talking to online that blocked you because you got too possessive and jealous and controlling? And if they didn't return your calls right away, you know, like, don't they consider my needs? How many men have rejected you? But please keep going and making a fool of yourself. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm real jealous. You ride a scooter.
What's wrong with riding a scooter?
No, I was watching Yo Mama. I never watch these people, these leeches.
Well, even if you're watching through a channel that you like, you're still watching that person through them. So you're still watching just through another source.
Cynthia?
And I thought the two of you were fighting, you and your mama. I guess you made up. I kind of figured you would.
Oh, the foam evaporated. Yeah, you're right, probably. She lies too much, yeah, Capone. I know, I said I wouldn't watch. But you know, he has like done a lot also to bring a lot of attention to how like he's basically, his channel is like partly responsible, largely responsible for making these people look like clowns that they are.
Not really.
Oh, Gigi streaming later? Hi, Anna. He's like naturally funny. What did he say? He was making fun of garlic bread, actually. He called him Karen bread. Because it's true. Like, listen, I'm not even being mean. But he goes on these sanctimonious, long-ass tirades of, listen, this guy.
You're telling on yourself right now, Chantal. First you said, I don't watch these people. Now you're basically self-confessing that you do. Don't you love that about her? Rule number 1, Chantal lies. Rule number 2, she tells on herself. Just let her talk and she'll tell on herself. She's telling on herself right now. She watches everything about herself. Everything. She's on Twitter. She's in people's community posts. She's everywhere. She's on TikTok. Anything with her name or image connected, she's got to know about. She's got to. That's the narcissist in her that wants attention, even bad attention. She wants to be in the middle of it. Absolutely in the middle. Up front and center. I thought you said you didn't watch people like garlic bread, you liar.
Is so, okay. He has merch making fun of my body shape, but then he has the nerve to make a video. I saw this through Yo Mama.
She has to keep saying that. I saw it through Yo Mama. It wasn't me. I wasn't anywhere watching it firsthand. I saw it through somebody else. Lies. Lies. Such lies. Chantal, why can't you be truthful? Why can't you say, yeah, I saw what somebody else did? But you keep defaulting back to, I saw it through Yo Mama. He's not online all the time. He's not. Just say you're watching us. We know you are. We know you are. We know you got sock accounts. We can tell when it's you, when you're posting. You give yourself away. You're not that smart. You always give yourself away when you post.
Saying he paid money to ask an expert to draw out a diet plan and exercise plan for me. And he did this whole dissertation on my entire life to send to that person. And you should have heard him reading it off. It was like a lecture, like a documentary, like a university lecture 101 on like, and I have, I've traveled to the Middle East. I'm quite sedentary, and I had to, I had to purchase an extra seat. No, I didn't. You're like just lying. Like, I never purchased an extra seat. Do I have to bring out all of my?
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you didn't purchase an extra seat. But let's just say you're telling the truth and you didn't purchase an extra seat. That in itself would be inconsiderate and rude, because that would mean, given your size, that you would be encroaching on somebody else's personal private space, anyone that was sitting directly next to you, because you're spilling over into their seat and taking up what little space they have to be comfortable for a very long flight. But do I believe that you didn't purchase an extra seat? No. No, because I have flown on airplanes before, Chantal. You can see me. Okay. Like, all right. I'm little. All right. Even for me, the seats are not that comfortable. So I can only imagine what you have to go through. And you're 2 to 3 times my size. You need an extra seat. You can just say, I had to buy an extra seat. We would understand. You're over 500 pounds. You need an extra seat. Even sitting in that XL sized gaming chair, which is bigger than an airplane seat, you still spill out of it. It's not big enough for you. You're over the weight limit. You broke the chair, girl. You need an extra seat. Just say, I need an extra seat. I bought an extra seat. It is what it is. Why is it so shameful to admit you bought an extra seat? You're way past the point of trying to just connive your way into a free seat on an airplane. You understand? You need an extra seat. You're of a bigger size. You need that extra seat. But if you didn't buy one and you sat next to somebody and you're encroaching on their personal space, that's a wrong thing to do.
My receipts for every single flight I've taken, never have I purchased an extra seat.
That's a lie.
Ever in my life. Then he has the nerve to be like,
what she means is, I didn't buy an extra seat that I will admit to. I will never admit to it. Just as she will never admit that her weight has gone past the 300s. She's got really weird, wavy lines of what she thinks is obese and what's not obese. For her, by saying that she's still in the 300s, maybe mentally, emotionally, she can convince herself that she hasn't gained weight when she has. But anything over the 300s into the 400s and 500s, she just can't bring herself to admit to. So to make herself happy, she lies about being in the 300s.
And I have to take a couple days to recover from a simple 20-hour flight. Okay, here's your challenge, buddy. Go fly 20 hours to the Middle East. See how long it takes you to recover. I think anybody of normal size or not, it takes them a while to recover from 20 hours of traveling. Okay?
Yeah, but whose fault is it that you're not physically well? First of all, we're not flying to the Middle East because we don't want to, because we're not called to do so. But if you are in a bad physical state and it makes traveling difficult, whose fault is that? Who's responsible for getting you into that physical state? You are. You put yourself in that position. We didn't put you in that position. Not our fault that you are the size that you are and you have the health problems that you do when they're unchecked and untreated. And whenever you fly, it's a problem. You did that to yourself, Chantal. You did all of that to yourself.
Traveling is exhausting. Not to mention also that there's the time difference, which gives you jet lag. Anyway, I hate self-righteous, sanctimonious, pompous friggin' people. Good impression. It's true. Yeah, the time difference, exactly. Yeah. I think that maybe it's all the push-up bras he's buying. I don't know. Living in your parents' basement. I know times are tough, like rent-wise and stuff, but maybe it's time to get a normal job. I don't know, especially for Breeze. Like Gorlick probably makes decent money talking about making up lies about my life every day. I couldn't, be proud of making money like that, but whatever.
Wow. They make money making up lies about me. I can imagine making money that way when all she does online is lie. So she can't imagine a life where she makes a living off of telling lies, and yet that's what she does. But yet she'll come online and do self-harm content and look for people to support and fund that self-harm content. And she'll go on Cameo and do the feedy content. But that's okay. She'll come on YouTube and make herself the biggest fool ever, the most offensive, aggressive locale in history. She'll go that far and she'll do that much. Her well of shame has no bottom. That gives her the freedom to be as offensive as she wants, to say what she wants with no regret and no remorse about anything or to anyone. And she says people lie about her, and I can't imagine living like that. Well, Chantal, I can't imagine living a life where I indulge addiction. I can't imagine a life where you indulge addiction and you layer up the addictions one by one, and you pay for men to give you companionship, and you make up lies online about your life to make yourself seem interesting when you're not. Your life is boring. I mean, let's just be real. You've got nothing to talk about because you don't go anywhere. You don't talk to anybody. You don't have yourself adventures or experiences. Hence the reason why you got to make up stories all the time. You know, you're trying to add layers to your cake that don't exist to make yourself seem relatable and interesting. And, oh, I've got an interesting life. Do you? Maybe in your head, but not outside your head. Because if you had interesting things to say based on things you've experienced, you wouldn't have to make up stories to begin with. You could just talk about the things you've actually done. But since you don't do anything, you've got nothing to talk about from that angle. You're a boring beach. You've always been a boring beach. And the only thing that's made you not boring was the drama and the rages, because that's all you've ever shown us. That's all we know, because that's all you've shown us to know. But you can't imagine how could they live like that? How can you live like that? Living a life where you hurt your body and you expect people to pay you to hurt your body, and you're letting everybody watch. I could never live like that. It's just not me.
But just beating old people today, no, she probably needs a job. Thank you, Jane. I'm not the one with a GoFundMe to take my kids to Disneyland. If that's true, I don't know. Might just be a troll, but
Chantal, did you forget about what you did while you were in Canada? If you have, let me remind you. I do remember when there was a big storm in your area and you went on your community post and you said, I'm not going to have any shame. There's a big storm in my area. It's knocked out the power. Myself, Pete's, and the cats, we have to go to a motel. So if anybody wants to send any money through PayPal, here's the PayPal address. You didn't have to leave the villa. You know, you and the Pete's and the cats, you were just fine at the villa, but you were encouraging people to send you money because according to you, you had to go to a motel, which was absolutely not true because there was nothing wrong with where you were at. But people were sending you money. So you made that post. And after making that post, you were on your way to Natter's place. You made the drive there. You were counting on people to send you money while you were driving. And Natter, he did a live stream and we heard the door open in the background and you walk in. So you want to talk about anybody else being a scammer? You're putting out this big red alert to your VIBs, send me money. Oh, it's bad. Me and Pete and the cats, we have to go to a hotel. It's an emergency. When there was no emergency, you were all fine. You just wanted the extra play money to go play with Natter, and you did. That's what the money went for.
Yeah, he was just making a conspiracy theory. And I realized the people who talk about the reaction channels don't want to look like they're defending me, right? I notice people in the chat too, if they want to agree with shitting on the reaction channels, they always have to preface a statement by saying, I don't like Chantal, but Chantal's pretty vile, but, you know, and then they'll say what they want to say. So I get that they can't kiss my butt because then no one will watch them. I get that. Hi, Barbara. And look, yeah, I'm her job, right? I don't know. Like, if you have to make a GoFundMe to go to Disneyland, you're not probably doing too great. I'd have a headache if I had to listen to garlic. Yeah, just like nonstop, like blah, blah, blah. So it goes without saying that, you know, today she had 2 cups of, today, you know, the doctor said that she had to have a palm of rice. And we've been seeing that she's been eating a lot more rice than that. So, no, the doctor said, go like this, and this is how much rice you can have. Okay. I said that in my video. Go back and check. Yeah, Harry, I think so. Her recovery anniversary GoFundMe. And I'm the one abusing systems? I know, couple. I don't know. They're all clowns. I just like I think we're just gonna start laughing, you know. I usually do. I live in Southern California. Can you afford it? Ma'am, you live your parents' basement in an e-bag for Disney tickets. Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay. What?
If you're so loaded, why are you exactly making GoFundMes just to go to Disney? It's like $100. Anyway, I hope you do get to take your daughter because that would be nice and something to do with her. But if I go live while you're at Disney, don't drop what you're doing, okay? If you're on a ride, just stay on the ride. I know you're addicted to me, but, you know. Yeah, Cynthia, thank God. If Kalori can make a GoFundMe for Taco Bell issues, you could make a fortune with Potato Corner. Hey, Christina, it's a pumpkin spice latte. Just having one. I think I'll be good with this for the season. Hi, Pia. Hi, Robin. Yeah, Grapevine. I don't know. And she'll cry now on live, even though I never come for her. Like, I don't even, like, acknowledge her existence or any of them, like, unless, you know? Yeah, I know, Naomi. Probably. Probably, which is weird. I certainly don't get off on them talking about me. You know, I wish they wouldn't, but.
That's a lie. Boy, this live stream is full of lies, ain't it? I don't get off on them talking about me. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She gets real nervous when the reaction channels turn away from her and start talking about other people because she knows the reaction channels, that's the only way she stays halfway relevant. You know, without the reactors talking about her, like, why would people go to her channel? It's not like her content is interesting.
They know that. What's for dinner? I made the KFC knockoff sandwich on a bun again. And I had I'm out of Brussels sprouts and I have a little bit of broccoli left. I need to order a whole bunch of bags more, but I go through them. So I could go through a bag every 2 days. Right, teardrop? Like, what the hell? Oh, I love cottage pie. I should make that. I have some ground beef in the freezer.
Okay, she's talking about food. Let's move on.
That's how it always is. Sorry, I know you're probably pretty new. There's some.
Did she move the microphone?
You can also, Amy, block the.
Girlfriend, You spent all that money on the GoPro. You should have bought it a new microphone, a quality microphone. Get one. Use it.
People who you don't like to see, you know. Hey, Ted. Who proposed? Who? Capone? Isaac? Sorry, Mandy.
You know, so somebody was complaining about the sound of the shisha. So she's like, oh, I'm going to move the microphone. She could just stop smoking the shisha and that would have solved it. But her idea is to move the microphone away. Chantal, you need the microphone for your stream. You don't need the shisha in the stream. Leave the pipe alone.
I'm unwinding with my sheesh and my coffee. Yeah, Kyle. I'm transparent with him, like, you know.
I had to turn the volume up.
You know, he understands there's going to be some bad days, and I struggle sometimes, obviously. Oh, Gorlick proposed to her. But then didn't he cheat with Jessica? She skips ahead when she's talked about. Oh, wow. The person who makes videos every day about other people? Wow. Can't handle it? You should make a GoFundMe for some thicker skin. And her alt accounts and her minions were coming for me saying, even in this picture, she's thinner than you. Yes, she's thinner than me. And so what? Like, what does that matter? There's so many things worse than being fat, okay? Over rejected her, Isaac, or like girly bread. Karen bread rejected her. Yeah.
You know what's hilarious about you, Chantal? And I know you know this goes on. When you do a stream like this and you go off on whatever reactor, whatever channel gets under your skin or whatever you want to talk about, you have to know that the people that you talk about, you're promoting their channels. You don't like the people that you talk about. At the same time, every time you talk about them, you're just giving them more exposure. Stupid idiot that you are. Like, you're just putting more eyes on those channels. Because you got to know that there's a lot of people in your audience that don't like you. So the ones that don't like you, you mention a name, they're going to go hunting. They're going to look for that channel. And they're probably going to sub up to that channel. I mean, it's happened many times before in the past. And it still happens to this day. You can't talk about somebody without promoting them at the same time, even your worst enemy. Especially with you, because you got a bunch of hate watchers.
Exactly. Thank you, KB. Yeah, it's true. There's going to be ups and downs. Thank you.
If you reach a point where something happens and you really tick off your beezers, guess where they're going to go? If they leave you, guess where they're going to go? All the channels that you talk about, all of them. You're just giving them a list of other places to go if you tick them off too much.
Spooky. I saw some idiot reactor I never heard of before. Like, it came up on recommended, and they're like,
okay, you know what? I'm seeing a comment in Chantal's chat that is very racist sounding to me, and I think it's disgusting. And I'm talking to you, certified window licker. I'm talking to you, saying Breezy is probably doing a beautiful biracial stream snipe right now. It sounds very racist in nature, certified window licker. What is the matter with you? Why would you even say something like that? That sounds kind of hateful. It doesn't sound like a compliment. Why make a comment like that? Why are you talking like that? Rude. Absolutely rude.
She doesn't take accountability for her weight gain. You ever hear something so stupid it crosses your eyes? Where did I not take accountability for my weight gain when in my video I literally said I overate? Like, what more do you want me to do? Get down on my knees and like ask people to forgive me for overeating? Like, I don't get what accountable. Like, why do I have to be accountable to you? This is my body, it's my journey. Like, yeah, exactly, Katie. And people like they just make up drama out of nothing. Like, it's so not true. Yeah, no. It's just weird. Juice! No juice. No juice. Here's juice, everybody.
Chantal, if you want to overeat, okay, you want to overeat. This is where people have a problem with you. The lies. They got a problem with the lies. But you make the decision and the choice to overeat or stuff yourself, and you want to make a big spectacle out of that. And then you want to go the other way. You want to jump the fence, and you want to talk about your food issues. You got an issue with food. You want to claim that you have BED. And you want sympathy for that. You want super chats for that. You want to go to your audience when you want sympathy and money from them and say, I have this problem. Oh, it's so hard. At the same time, you don't seek treatment or therapy to solve the problem. So the problem continues. The problem is you keep jumping back and forth over the fence from one side to the other. One minute you are monetizing the problem. The next minute you're complaining about the problem and you're not treating the problem. And let's not forget about the medical misinformation and the things you do on your channel. You have diabetes, you have high blood sugar, and you're putting out this vibe of if you're a diabetic, you can have B moments as long as you abuse your insulin and your medication. You can go to a buffet, and as long as you go to the ER after and get some insulin or some fluids, you're fine. It's a really bad message. Nobody should listen to you or take advice from you or follow in your footsteps. You want to overeat? Okay, overeat. You want to get on camera and do a million mukbangs? Okay, do it. But stop hopping the fence. Stop going from one side to the other side, doing things purposely, knowingly, willingly, and eagerly to yourself. And the next minute, crying about, oh, this is so hard. Don't want to hear it. Really don't want to hear it. And all of this fence jumping, it's getting old. It's really getting old. You know, you're a 40-year-old woman. You can do as you please, but you're not a young child that doesn't know any better. You can't claim ignorance. You know what's going on with you. So because you are at an age where you should know better, do not expect sympathy or understanding or pity for problems ongoing of which you are fully aware of and you should take accountability for and be responsible for. Don't expect the audience to just flip back and forth with you, and you're using what's going on with you as a sort of manipulation tactic. That you want to just go wild with the food and then expect sympathy and hugs and kisses for hurting yourself. I'm sorry. I'm not going to praise you for doing self-harm content. No, that's not what's happening. Not when you are a adult and you have full power over yourself and you are choosing to be out of control when you don't have to be.
It doesn't, Stephanie, yeah. OG Light. Hey, OG Light Warrior. True Charles. Thanks, Kiki. I don't even know how. Yeah, I have a nice lighting.
Yeah, and King Ricardo in the chat says, you literally asked your audience to hold you accountable, though. She's asked that many times. That's something that you newbies are going to figure out eventually. Chantal will come to her audience and act as if she's relatable and that she cares about you guys so much. I care about you guys so much. I love my community. Hold me accountable. But then change her mind. She doesn't lie. She changes her mind. So when she decides that she wants to go wild with the food, she doesn't want to be held accountable. She just wants everybody to shut up and let her just have her moment with her food, get in her food zone, and don't say anything negative about it. And if you do, you're going to get blocked. So you're only supposed to hold her accountable when she says so, not all the time. You know, and the time on her watch is always changing. So just be aware of that.
On. Oh, you. I don't even know how people listen to the Karen Bread's sanctimonious rants anymore. Remember back in June, he was like, well, we're going to see there June 16th what happens. But I think that he pulled up a whole article on, you know, she's diabetic. So I think that they're going to exile her from Kuwait. She has quite a few problems that could be a burden on them.
You know what, Chantal? You criticize Garlic's content. Everybody has their own style of doing things. Some people react to your lives as they're going on. Myself, I like to wait till your lives are done so I can react to them. If they get too boring, scoot ahead. That's just how I do things. But other people like to just do recap videos and have talking points. That's just what they do. So why does that bother you so much? If somebody just wants to have talking points and talk about them, why is that a big thorn in your side?
On the health system. It's money. I pay for healthcare.
Not when you were in Canada.
So June 16th, what day is it today? October 24th? And I'm still here? Still waiting to be sued by millions of people, by what's her face? By Swordfish, Stephen Harper, Comb Over Queen of Lachine. Who else is going to sue me? Yeah, exactly, babe. Exactly. I'm just in a dramatic mood today. Snowflake is getting rounder. Why are people in Gore World so obsessed with how much other people weigh when a lot of them are overweight as well? That's what I'll never get. And they don't even cam up.
I do.
Bread is a stout, portly fellow as well. You could hear it in the way he talks, his chubby cheek talk. Like you can picture him pacing back and forth in his room with his baseball cards. So I think they are that. Hey, Bandit. 21 months, Cynthia.
Okay, so this person in the chat, Riley says, none of this is new. Rehashing the same trash. Yep. And keep in mind, Chantal, this is somebody in your own chat saying this. We say it, but people in your own chat are saying it. People in your own chat are complaining about the same old. You're going off on the same old reactors, the same old reasons, using the same old talking points. It's nothing new. Take note of that. And keep in mind, you said this is your job, right? That YouTube is your job. Well, who do you work for? Who pays you? I mean, you get your money through Google AdSense, true. But where does the money come from? It comes from people watching your videos. It comes from people buying your super chats and your memberships, right? So your audience are your bosses in a sense. They're the ones that are getting you paid. So I would think that it would be paramount to pay attention to what your audience is saying, their level of satisfaction. And if they're complaining about the same old, you might want to take note of that.
You should never mention swordfish again. You're right, I shouldn't. Yeah, even to make fun. Ready, set, release. Consider it done, Cynthia. Sarah. I'm feeling sassy today.
Yeah, people in the chat are remarking on Amberlyn Reed and how her videos got removed, her mukbang videos. And that's exactly why Chantal is not going wild with the mukbangs right now, because she might be kind of fearful that she might be next. So she's trying to keep it light with the food on YouTube, because this is how she makes her money, using YouTube as a portal to get in front of the feedy people. She uses YouTube to promote her Cameo, but YouTube is essentially a portal to make money on a little bit, and then to kind of funnel people through the back door to go to Cameo and to pay her for stuff privately. Why do you think she passes out her Instagram so much? What do you think that's about? It's like another side hustle money portal.
Portly fellow. Yes, he's not thin. Yeah, without a doubt, Diva. Of course, I feel better when I lose weight and eat healthy. Sometimes not mentally, but or at least my brain tricks me into thinking that. Hi, Tracy. So many people have diagnosed. Yeah, so many people have undiagnosed eating disorders as well. You know, great.
Oh, you know what, Chantal? Why do you keep bringing that up? You don't care about what's wrong with you that way. And you know that's one of the big things, that when the YouTube bots go through streams, they go through videos, they look for certain code words that are being said or being shown, and talking about BED is one of them. You know it's going to get the yellow $sign. I don't see a sense in bringing it up if you really don't care to treat it. And at this point, nobody has any kind of sympathy for what's going on with you, because you obviously don't care. So why do you keep bringing it up? Why? Just stop.
Fine. Hi, Rainbow. Actually, I watched hey, tell you, Yo Mama's stream, and he had that picture of her up. He was, oh my gosh, if you guys have not seen his snow fake, Yo fake, he does a parody of Mr. Snowflake. And it's so funny. Cynthia, gifted one. Thank you, Cynthia. Thanks for help growing the Beezer army. Riley got a membership. He's not on. Oh, Yo Flake. I thought you meant Gorlick. Like he's Aussie. Do I have to resub him? M60. I was mad, yeah, but whatever. Hi, Natty. Jenny ARP. I didn't contrive any drama, okay? Like, I don't make up drama. It just comes to me. And I saw someone comment in his stream, and I don't know who you are. If you want to come forward and take credit, put Vaseline on your brows. It keeps them in place, I think. Hey, Shakespeare. Beezing on a budget. Remember I had a budget Beezer one? So...
Yeah, what happened to that? You had the budget Beezer membership. You got rid of that. Why'd you get rid of that? Because you're trying to force people to buy the $5 membership? Boo. Boo.
Someone's like, the only thing, and you guys are not crazy. You guys are all crazy in the sense that we're silly, okay? The only thing crazier than a beezer is an ex-beezer. It's so true. The people that get cast out, they become insane more than ever. Gorilla glue. Yeah, Grapevine Imagine as a background. They do it to me. Teardrop, yay! 18 months. Chantal, I just love you. I love you too. You know that. Thank you. Ready, set, read, Teardrop. Thank you guys for being with me for a long time. Some of you have been 30 months. You've never been an ex-beezer. Yes, I hope you never will be. I don't think you will be. Cast out like high school, yeah. You're in the no members club. No. I'm a forgiving person to a certain degree, you know. Like honestly, I what it is, I just think it's so much better if people show you their true colors. That's it, you know. And especially if they didn't have like a big impact on your life, it's not worth the energy, you know. And I don't know, like get rid of people who bring negative energy in your life. Just do it. Forgiveness is a trap.
Chantal, you bring all the negative energy into anybody's life. That's why you have no one there except for those that you pay to be around you.
Cheese trap. Why is shisha so good? Like I can't quit you.
I actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think the reason why Chantal is hitting that shisha pipe so hard, she might have an oral fixation. You know, like she just got into the habit of getting on stream or doing videos where there's, you know, like hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth. So she's got to be doing something like she's got the oral fixation where she's got to have something in her mouth. And if she's worried about YouTube coming down on her for excessive food, she's got to be using something else to do her stream. So maybe that's why she's hitting it so hard. It's just she can't use the food, so she's hitting the shisha instead.
The forums. Why do people read the forums? I like actually went there once or twice just to like, you know, I wanted to check something out.
How much y'all want to bet that Chantal goes on the farms, on the Kiwi Farms forum, and looks to see what they're saying in the forum? Because Chantal has an entire thread for herself. It's over 9,000 pages long. I'm not even joking. 9,000 pages. I bet she lurks there. I bet she reads the stuff on the farms to keep up on things. I bet she reads her own stuff to see what they're saying. And I'll never forget Chantal. Like 1 minute you were coming down on the Kiwi Farms, but yet when you were mad at Natter, when you were really angry with him, you were telling the reactors, you know, if you want to go off on Natter, go for it. And you were also doing that to the Kiwi Farms. You were saying, encouraging them to dox people. When you're mad at somebody, you want other people to do your dirty work. You won't do it yourself. You're too much of a coward. But trying to weaponize the reactors and the Kiwi Farms when you get mad at someone.
And there's like 10,000 pages talking about the stupidest things. Like, how do you live with yourself? Like when you're that petty? I really wonder. Ooh, yum, P. I love fish fingers. Egyptian feta is so good. Is it like, what's it called? Dolmiat? Dolmiat? No. We had dolmiati cheese before. Yeah, so they were like picking apart like where my new friend, like her shirt and stuff, stupid stuff like that. Like she probably shops at Temu. Who cares? So stupid. Like they talk about the dumbest things like that don't matter.
So you just told on yourself again. So what you're talking about is something current. You're first you were talking about as if you went to Kiwi Farms in the past. But what you're talking about is current stuff. So you are on the farms, Foodie. You are looking at your thread because they just posted that stuff. Like, how would you know what they said currently unless you're going there currently and checking out that thread? I love her telling on herself. I do. She's her own. The best snitch on Foodie is Foodie.
It's like these are adults and they I don't know, they're just so pathetic. Teardrop Imagine. Hey Melly. I love Gouda. They love you. To spend 10,000 pages talking about someone in detail, like the amount of obsessive detail they put into their paragraphs is insane. It's like pathological. I think that's where I saw too that they're like, she has a Temu SUV.
You know why Chantal spends so much time going onto other people's community posts and live streams, and she's on Twitter and TikTok and the Kiwi Farms? Because Chantal's a bad liar. She tells so many lies about so many different things that she can't cover everything up. So she's always doing a scan to see if there's something that she missed or if there's a mistake that she made with something she said or something she did, or if there's something in one of her live streams that she didn't catch that somebody else caught. And if somebody catches something and reveals it, then she'll go back to her live streams or her videos and edit that part out. You know, like always looking for mentions of her oopsie moments. It's not about the game that she had before about telling lies to see how many lies were believed or how many were revealed. It's about, did I make a crucial mistake? And going back behind and fixing it.
Whether you think it's junk or not, it was still expensive, brand new. And they're like, she makes $2,500 a month. Okay, glad you think so. Who cares, anyways? Breezy, feel better. What's good quality then? Yeah, shisha's not healthy, but you know what? It doesn't affect me this like when I like inhale like smoke cigarettes.
By the way, Chantal, like let me just give you some etiquette. If you're smoking, you don't blow the smoke in somebody's face. You know, you blow it away from the camera, away from somebody's face. It's just polite, you know, like that's how you're polite with smoke. You keep blowing it at the camera. Rude.
I get really wheezy and like I have a hard time, like it affects my asthma. I don't know if it's something they put inside of the cigarettes, like formaldehyde. I don't know. Some expensive stuff I noticed when I looked. Temu Hut, really, Stephanie? There's just always
Yeah, like somebody's saying this in the chat. Spooky Cookie says, be careful with the shisha. Didn't you say it makes your heart race? Yeah, she said that it makes her heart race and heart palpitations and all of that. And that's because she's hitting the doggone pipe so hard. She won't let it go. It's like a baby bottle for her. She just keeps sucking off of it. You know, if she were being more relaxed with it, she probably wouldn't get the heart palpitations and the heart racing. And Chantal, if you have a weak heart and if you've got a heart murmur, is the shisha the thing to do? Is it the thing to do? Is that wise to do? I guess not, but you're doing it like you always do. But she complained about the shisha making her heart race. At the same time, she's still smoking it.
Always something. Yeah, there's just always something negative. I didn't see that, Harry. I don't watch her. It did make my heart race, but I think maybe I was just like, I don't know. It was that time, but now it's like I'm okay right now. Yeah, it's a water bomb with tobacco. I inhale it quickly and then blow it out, Christine. When you're inhaling the shisha, like this, you're inhaling it in your lung. In the US, many car dealers require someone to have a monthly income of $2,000 to be eligible to finance. So $2,500. Not here. Not here. I don't know. I don't know like how much they require, but you know. Lemon mint, yeah. Ginger soy glazed baked salmon with pineapple. Yum, Amy. Yum. Vapes are gonna be banned? Really? But not cigarettes? 5 months pregnant, I ordered baby stuff from Temu. Nice. Baby names. Chantal. No, I'm kidding. Exactly. It's just no matter what happens in my life, yeah, there's always going to be negative people for sure.
One moment, y'all. Okay, let's continue.
Better to just whatever. Batteries? What? Cynthia, don't feed their negativity. It's their lifeblood. You're so right, Cynthia. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat.
Mandy says, but you smoked enough for a family of 4. Just put it away and talk. Yeah, I remember back when Chantal was at the Canadian Villa. Like she would smoke the roll-ups literally all day long, but she didn't really inhale. So she wasted more than she smoked.
Do you have any plans this weekend? Not yet. We're kind of last minute planners with things like this. Why is it illegal to film oil fields? I don't know. I really don't. According to Heather, shisha like hookah. Yeah. So hookah is the machine that I'm using.
Okay, we don't need a whole discussion about the pipe. Let's move ahead a little bit and see what else she has to say.
Yeah, it's legal to smoke anything around kids, like cigarettes and shit.
Okay, are we continuing the vape talk? Moving on.
Thanks, Wajiha. Oh yeah, Flopsy, it is. Yeah, this is lemon mint. You can get all kinds of flavors. Oh really? Astrology readings. Let me look up what I wanted to talk about. This is
You got to look stuff up?
the okay.
What is she looking up?
So, have you guys heard of the Oakville blobs? Hey, Vanessa.
What?
This story always freaked me out. Okay.
Oh wait, is she trying to do like a creepy pasta kind of thing right now? Because I'm so not interested, especially if she didn't write it. So let's move on.
I don't know. Not Baldur's Gate. I never even heard of it. I want Foodie to find that just recent outfit. Hey, Crafty Gypsy. I would rather not. I've worn a lot of weird things, but that, it's just sadness. That dress. And apparently there's a Bert and Ernie t-shirt. I don't know. Let it snow. Let it snow. Hey, Dr. Thumbabum.
You know what, Chantal? You started out the stream saying, I'm feeling sassy today. So we're an hour into the 3-hour stream. Is the sass over? Did you get it out of your system? And the next 2 hours is going to be kind of like blah? If that's the case, I'm going to be out real soon. So I'm here for now, but I might be gone in a minute because it's starting to feel really boring.
It's disgusting. I stopped OnlyFans because I'm not that person anymore. I respect myself now. I don't show myself. I was at a very confused time of my life, and it was just normal. Like everyone was doing one, try to make more money. I will report it, yeah. We'll see her crying on Twitch, yeah.
So wait a minute. I'm taking issue with something that you're saying. Saying I respect myself now. So what are you saying? That people that do adult material don't respect themselves, even though that's what they choose to do with their lives and their bodies, that they don't respect themselves? Chantal, the only reason why you stopped doing the OF stuff is because the first attempt that you did, you started an OF, you promoted it, and a bunch of people signed up. But 2 days after starting it and getting people signed up, you made the announcement that you were essentially not going to do it anymore because, in your words, you had weird guys that were allegedly messaging you and they wanted you to fart and they wanted to see your boobs. Although the funny part is you were doing that for free on YouTube for the longest. I still remember seeing parts of your body that I did not consent to see. I did not want to see. I did not request to see. We saw all your naughty bits more than once. And you farted for free on YouTube, but suddenly on OF, it's a problem. So a bunch of people signed up, and then you said, well, I'm changing my mind. And because you did, those that paid memberships got refunds. And then you said, oops, I opened my mouth too soon and I just shot myself in the foot. All that money that could have gone to me is now not going to go to me. So you started up another OF account. And this time you kept your mouth shut, but you didn't keep up with it. You weren't posting regular content. You weren't doing live streams there like you promised. There were a lot of complaints from people, although the people that were signing up, they should have known better. They found out the hard way. But doing something like an OF account means you're constantly putting up new content, which means work. And you were not about that life of doing work. So it had nothing to do with you respecting yourself. Had everything to do with, oh, this is a lot of work and I don't want to do it. And it's just, you're lazy. You didn't want to keep up with it. You really, really didn't. You really didn't. Had nothing to do with respecting yourself. If you respected yourself, you wouldn't come on YouTube stuffing your face, farting, crapping your pants, acting the fool. You know, you wouldn't be doing those things, but you still do. So explain to me this respect that you have for yourself. If you come online and you are very disrespectful to yourself and other people.
Got to 120 people. She's gonna punch her. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Tangi.
Okay.
Thanks, Heidi. You were young and needed money. I needed to put my way through college.
Please.
No private dancer. I just makeup tutorial. I don't even have makeup brushes. It'll be the most like welfare makeup thing ever.
What?
Yes. Hopefully, W. We are praying for you.
Did she just say welfare makeup? What does she mean by that? Weird. What does she mean by that?
George's baby. Cynthia, online, never be surprised by what people can say because they can go very, very low. They're disgusting. But it'll come back to them tenfold. Like, before I blocked that loser, former Beezer, I said that in an email to her. I'm like, just leave me alone. Say what you want about me. If you want to spread lies about me, go for it. Whatever you've done will come back to you tenfold. Making pizza. Just beating old people today. We're reporting her because she's disgusting. And showing old OnlyFans because she gets so mad whenever we talk about her because she can't handle it. But she talks about me every day like an obsessed idiot. Yeah, psycho.
What? But I'm sorry. I looked at the stream, Chantal, because I like to do my research. I wanted to see what you were talking about and what you were angry over. And what I saw when I did my scan, I did not see anything that was reportable. I saw clips of a live stream that you did on YouTube that was not on OF. It was from you on YouTube when you were in your red negligee or teddy in your wig. So that was not from the OF shoot. It was not in picture form. There was that clip where you're walking over the camera, but your naughty bits were blurred out. So I'm sorry, I didn't see anything that was shown that could be considered reportable. Like it did not come from OF. It was from your time on YouTube and a stream that you did for the YouTube audience. So, like, what do you mean it came from OF? You did your pictures with Carly for the OF shoot. That's a whole separate thing. But showing clips from an actual YouTube stream, and I don't see how you can report that.
And so that's who we're recording. Of course, Cynthia, any day. Those people will just get blocked outright, yeah. At least I've never pulled a WWE online. Reporter long form. Yeah, we will be. Grow up. She's 41, teardrop. Yeah.
And by the way, Chantal, I brought this up before, but you're talking about revenge porn and using somebody else's adult pictures, but isn't that what you did on Telegram? You pulled somebody else's pictures off of Google search, the pictures of an adult entertainer, April Snow, and you pulled her pictures and put them on your Telegram when you had no business doing so. You're using somebody else's adult material and identity, to do catfishing, to hide who you were, even though you claim to be just talking to your husband. And why would a wife use fake pictures on a chat service to talk to her husband, especially if they're of an adult nature. I mean, it doesn't make sense. But the hypocrisy of you talking about revenge porn when you used adult material that was not of you, was of somebody else, stealing somebody else's identity for whatever purpose, and you're all up in arms right now over pictures that did not, there was nothing from OF on that stream.
Yeah, sad, Miskina. I want to make pizza. I haven't had pizza in so long. Oh my gosh. And I'm not craving order out pizza, like greasy, that'll hurt my stomach for like 2 days. You're not allowed to show OnlyFans content on YouTube. She'll lose her channel. Inshallah.
And I don't think she did. You know what? If I missed something, I apologize. But the quick scan that I did, I didn't see any OF stuff. Honestly, y'all, I didn't see it. I just saw, and maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, it's okay. But from what I saw, again, there was Chantal did her shoot with Carly. And I guess they took pictures. And that's a whole separate thing. Like the shoot, whatever happened there, happened there. But Chantal did a live stream directly after it was over. Carly wasn't in the room. And like she was drunk. And she was dressed in her red teddy negligee thing. And it was just her. But she had her teddy on. It wasn't even off. And she had a moment where she walked over the camera, but that part was blurred out. So there was nothing in that stream that featured her video nor her picture content from OF. Nothing. It was just stuff that happened after the shoot with Carly.
Yeah, they talked all crap behind the screen, just like FF Cool at that fashion show. She was over there fangirling and too scared to say anything. Yeah. And then had the nerve. What really got me was she had the nerve to make fun of all of the beautiful women there.
Oh, I'm laughing how stupid this is. Oh my God. We're bringing up FFG now. So we started out talking about Just Breezing, then on to garlic bread. Now we're on to FFG. You're just talking about anybody to keep this going. I guess you got to fill up 3 hours. So let's just talk about each reactor in a row, right, Chantal? Is that what's going on? Okay, I got it.
And call it a fatty fashion show when she was just.
But this happened so long ago. How many times have you talked about this? Is there a point? Is there a point to be made? And if there is, can we get to the point and then move on? Why do you keep bringing this up? Why is it important to talk about it? What is the point in rehashing what happened so long ago? Did you forget, Chantal, that it was because of your big mouth that people came to know about the fashion show, that if you didn't open your mouth about it, that people wouldn't have known and you could have walked that catwalk and walked back and nobody would have been the wiser? But you had to be a big shot, didn't you? As the song says. Had to be a big shot. You approached that person who made the clothes and said, I'm a big deal and I'm Foodie Beauty and I got a big channel on YouTube, and they let you in on the fashion show. And the person the woman, I forget her name, she let you into the fashion show and probably thought because you had a channel on YouTube that would bring in more people, and that just didn't happen. But it was you who opened your mouth about the fashion show. Frenchie showed up there And then afterwards, when you got done with the fashion show, the footage that you had, you sat on it. You did not post it immediately as you should have. And then Frenchie talked about it, and then you got mad. And you were mad because after the fashion show, you went home, smoked a little bit, and then went to bed. You didn't upload anything to YouTube. So the early bird gets the worm. You're like, she talked about it first. Yeah, because you sat on it, stupid. But we're bringing this up for what reason? Make it make sense.
Just a fatty, no fashion when she showed up. She showed up in the tightest of friggin' tights, a worn out ass Adidas shirt she still wears every day.
Ma'am, we just saw a picture of you on Twitter, what you wore to your grandmother's memorial. You ain't got no business talking about anybody in anything tight. You understand? You just know your argument is already invalid.
Day. Like, no fashion, and she hid her fupa with her bag. And you have the nerve to project on everyone there who was way more beautiful than you and had way more dignity than you. Make it make sense. 40.
Hold on a second. I'm thinking about this. Chantal, are you purposely bringing up certain reactors in this stream because those are the ones that you want to talk about you the most? It kind of feels like that. Because there's all kinds of reactors, reaction channels, clip channels. Are you purposely picking out different ones because those are the ones that you want to talk about you? I'm getting that feeling.
41 going on 13. Yeah, everyone there was sure fatty fashion. Yeah, it was. She was fatty no fashion. Mr. Peanut. She's lonely and desperate. Clearly, if you have to put on fishnets and take pictures in your daughter's room, thirsting over weird, disgusting men on the internet. Do they let you take home clothes? Actually, I think he gave me that wig, but no clothes. I was going to buy some to support the business.
So why didn't you?
But I ended up like reverting after that, like close to that, putting on hijab and like.
I'm sure she thought because she walked in the fashion show, the fashion designer would give her free clothes, and that just didn't happen.
Not wearing those clothes. But I still did buy quite a bit. I spent like hundreds at that store. Rock and Round. The dresses were like 120 pop. And I remember buying a bunch of them.
Then why do we never see them? I remember the clothes that you wore, Chantal. I didn't see anything fashion forward with what you wore. I remember, oh God, I remember like the yellow floral dress, the white floral dress, the burgundy one. I mean, you bought them and then you wore them until they would stand up by themselves, and then you'd buy something new.
Hey, Pajami, thank you. Who cares? No one cares who he's mad about. What? No one's mad here. Yeah. More than 5 men rejected her. Super King. Yeah. I don't know about that. No, I don't have a filter on. FF Ghoul seriously is spitting image of a garbage pail card. Oh my gosh, she does. FF Ghoul looks like Veronica Vomit from Garbage Pail Kids. Melly, you nailed it. It's uncanny. Yes, you're so right. Teardrop. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. She probably couldn't even get a blind man. You know why? Because despite any looks aside, her personality is just crap. Like she's a stage 8 clinger, like a dingleberry.
The hypocrisy is so real right now. Not a stage 10 clinger calling somebody else a clinger. Are you for real, Chantal?
It's embarrassing. Okay, but Jammy. Blow up lumberjack doll. I know, right, Pix? Same room. Yeah, I ripped my ears off too. I know. I can't listen to the witch cackle. It gives me nightmares. Like, hypocritical stalker. Yes. Yes. It's crazy how much money.
Yeah, like I'm watching Chantal right now. I'm getting the vibe of her just looking for people to talk about and things to say. She's not really mad. Like this is not a rage. This is definitely not a rage. Like how can she rage? She's smoking the shisha. It's relaxing her. So if she's relaxed, how could she do a rage? This is not it.
Money she makes off you. That's okay, Fufu Egg. I make a good decent amount of money off myself. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, Cynthia, those people are just sick.
Okay, let's move forward a little bit. There we go. Come on, Chantal, be interesting.
Or try to. I don't know, might not work. Sometimes, so what?
This is painful. This is painful. Like she's just struggling to talk. We're not even we're not even halfway through this stream and she's just like struggling to find something to say.
And yeah, for it to be so to say that my friend was an MLM person and I don't even promote Unicity, like try again. Good letter.
You don't promote Unicity, but then you talk about it earlier in the stream. After not talking about it for the longest, suddenly it's a topic of conversation again. After meeting that woman, weird.
Keep showing clips from my OnlyFans because it's going to be striking next. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. Bringing up something I did a long time ago about doxing Dudu's mom when she already did herself. Yeah. Sorry, but
Chantal, you said you don't dox people. See, I love how you tell on yourself. Keep telling on yourself, girl. Do it.
that was how long ago? And these people are still doing shitty things. So again, try again. You can.
And why would you do that anyway? That's still messed up. You allegedly don't like Dee Dee or Natter. Okay, you don't like them. But why her mother? Her mother didn't do anything to you. You were just doing that to be petty and to be mean. Inappropriate. The mom didn't do nothing to you.
Name off of your hand the same 5 things you people hate me for from 2 years ago. Get a life. And you do.
Well, that's because your life hasn't changed since 5 years ago. It's the same.
Worse. You dox people all the time. People who follow kiwi farms, that's all they do is dox people. So quit being a friggin' hypocrite.
Yeah, so Sonia Gable says, what did your grandmother have to do with Girl World? Pretty much she wasn't a side character. You know, as far as Chantal's grandmother, Grandma Sorrow, she wasn't part of Girl World. And here's a disgusting thing about Chantal. Grandma Sorrow, like she's family. And yet Chantal exploited her own sick, dying grandmother for views. Yes, she did. Absolutely. She talked about her grandmother, talked about her dying, talked about her grandmother's journal. she even went to the place where her grandmother was. She took a picture of her grandmother in bed, a picture that, in my opinion, she should have kept to herself, for personal, and she posted it on social media where it did not belong, my opinion. Like, that felt like a very personal picture of somebody who was very close to crossing over. I mean, the entire time that she was with Natter, she didn't care to go see Grandma, even though Grandma did not have much time left. She only went to go see Grandma once, and while she was there, she took the picture, and then as soon as she took the picture, she posted it on social media. That is how low Chantal is. That she will exploit anything or anyone, even dying family members, for attention, for views, and for profit. Just absolutely gross.
No, she wasn't. Yeah. She is a hateful bee. I love it. I make her mad and I love it. Balcony swan divers like her. Cynthia! I need to share this. I went on FF Ghouls live because I was scared about my potential breast cancer. She actually ended her live stream because she said I thought the vibe of I brought the chat down. I brought the vibe of the chat down. It devastated me. She's pure evil. Cynthia, she has the blackest soul, and her cigarette smoke has leaked into her soul and turned her into a monster. Like, she's disgusting. She's disgusting. You're bringing the vibe down as if talking shit about the same person for hours does it's already such a good vibe in your chat, Ghoul. Yeah, such a good vibe your chat has. Please. You're welcome here anytime to talk about your problems, whatever. Like, that's so stupid.
To Cynthia, the person who just posted the super chat, I'm very sorry about what you're going through, about the cancer. Prayers are with you. I mean, you were on Chantal's side of the fence, but on a human level, I'm very sorry that you're going through that. And I hope that you make it on the other side. But don't be fooled by Chantal. What's going on with you? She doesn't care either. And of course, she's going to say, you're welcome over here because you just gave her money. So just know that. Like, Chantal's a narcissist who cares about nothing except for herself. She doesn't have true sympathy or empathy or anything. It's just about pretending to care, giving the appearance of care. But she doesn't really care. She really, really doesn't. But again, sorry for what you're going through. And I hope that you get on the other side of it.
Thanks, Cynthia. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. That is pure evil, yeah. Like, she doesn't have any care for anyone. She just has pure hate and like has to keep being petty and stupid and hiding off camera because she's hideous. Who could be jealous of that? Who? You went to the wrong channel. She's pure evil, disgusting, and zero humanity. She doesn't give a shit about any of her audience at all. You know, people are stupid and they'll super chat her and tell them about, oh, today I did this. Like, she doesn't give a shit. Save it for someone who cares. She'll go, okay, yeah, that's nice. Thanks for the super chat. She doesn't care about anybody there whatsoever. All she does is live and breathe hate for me, and that's such a nasty way to live. Really, it is. And then has the nerve to be like, I'm obsessed. These people have the nerve to say, I'm obsessed with them. Have you seen their channels? Like, seriously, thousands of videos, the same thing every day.
Well, to be fair, Chantal, the same thing every day. Well, what do you talk about? The same thing every day. I wish you would switch it up. Oh, I wish you would switch it up. I wish there was some difference there, something new, but there really isn't. You stream from the same place every day. Do the same things every day. You talk about the same subjects to death. I mean, they're not even in the ground, in the dirt, girl. They're beneath the floorboards, buried beneath concrete. And then you take a sledgehammer and you break apart the concrete to pull them back up and talk about them again because you're convinced that the old topics make money, and they don't, because you talk them to death and you don't even have the good sense to go out and find new things to talk about. You got a new GoPro. Can't you use it? Or even if you don't use it, take your freaking phone and go somewhere. Anything, anywhere. Just do it. Do it. Come on. It feels like Groundhog Day every day with you.
So I don't know about that. I think it's the other way around. Yeah, Jenny, seriously, how many times online do you have to be rejected? Like, by the worst of YouTube? Really? Girly bread? Like, that's so embarrassing. Yeah. So what, King Rigardo? She can just ignore it. She doesn't have to make her Cynthia feel bad. Like, she felt so bad and was so bad about her mother passing that the same day she went online to talk shit about me. She was right back to it. How bad could it be, right? Hi, Happy BJ. It's true. That happened. My husband's been very sick for a week now. They don't know yet what's causing him to lose blood. And his potassium is high, and dialysis doesn't seem to be bringing it down. Oh, yeah, I remember Robin you saying that he's been ill for a while. I'll keep him in my prayers. I do keep you guys in my prayers. Like, please protect my beezers. Like, when I'm praying for my family and loved ones, you guys are part of my loved ones too. Reasons love sitting alone at a bar make me appreciate my real life friends. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Luby. Right, pigs. Like, right, babe? Like, I don't know. Biggest clowns. Gore World is honestly just shit and should just like burn. Like, it should just burn. There's no need for it. It's honestly cancer. It is. Gore World is a cancer to the internet.
But Chantal, didn't you once call yourself the queen of girl world? So if we burn, what's going to happen to you? Because like I said, your content on its own is not strong enough to stand up on its own. So if there was no girl world, what would happen to your channel? Would people know about it? Would they find out about it? Would they still watch? If you're doing the same thing day after day, talking about the same subjects day after day, would people stay engaged or intrigued or entertained? Because you've reached a place in your life, Big Mama, where you have given up. You basically have said, I quit. I'm making a certain amount per month based on a certain amount of views per video. So you feel like you don't have to try anymore. Your channel is big enough and there's enough people that you don't have to try to keep growing or bring in new viewers or get new subs or increase your money. Like, whatever money you're making, it's a comfort level for you, and you've reached that comfort level and you're not willing to get out of it, to get out of that rut you put yourself in. And I'm just going to say something because it's on my mind. Chantal, you've made it your business over the years to put different hashtags and stuff on your videos and talking about different subjects and claiming different things are wrong with you simply because You're trying to put yourself in as many algorithms as possible, trying to attract different groups of people. And you're a toxic, narcissistic person. You are a broken person. And you look for other people who are hurting in some way or broken in some way to make into your audience. Because people who are broken and people who are hurting are easier to control and manipulate. Like you talk about your different food issues, your mental struggles, your emotional struggles. At the same time, you're not willing to fix yourself. I think perhaps you keep yourself broken to seem more relatable to those that are broken that come to your channel. They say that your vibe attracts your tribe. So what is your tribe? What is it all about? Is it about being broken and exploiting your broken and attracting those that might be broken in some way? And when I say broken, I don't mean it in a derogatory, put down way. I just think that you're not a healthy person. So you're looking for people to make in your audience that perhaps at that time in their life, they are not healthy or they are not well in some way. You've got a history of you're a weak person and you look for people that you perceive as being weaker or sicker or not well to exploit in some way, manipulate in some way. And I guess that's your tribe. That's what you're looking for. I mean, if you were healthy, then you will project being healthy and you would encourage your audience to be healthy too. And if they were broken, you would encourage them to fix themselves or heal themselves, but you don't put that vibe out, do you? I don't think you want your audience to be healthy or seek help or be the best they could be because you are not at your best. You want people to stay at the level that you're at. You want them to be perhaps as broken as you. And that is not a healthy vibe for you or your tribe. You put out the appearance of caring about people at the same time you don't care. You don't care about your audience. You don't even care about yourself. Because if you cared about yourself, at least, you would take care of yourself. You got yourself in the position that you're at because you don't care about yourself and you continue to not care about yourself. And maybe some people in your audience are kind of following your lead. As long as you're unhealthy in whatever way you are, then they're not going to be inspired to get healthy themselves.
It's a lot more evil than people think. Thank you, Habiba J. I want to find the screenshots of Scabadabadoo calling an autistic boy the R word.
Oh God. So we went, okay, so let's do the head count. So she started off with Breezy, moved on to garlic bread, brought back Breezy again, brought in FFG. Now we're talking about Yaba. How many reactors are you going to talk about in the stream, Chantal? Like, do you have a list in front of you? Are you going down the list?
If anyone has those, email them to me. Why is she so pressed? Her walkie-talkie microphone is going to blow out. Yeah, Carrie. I know, Robin. Yeah, you're always welcome here. I seriously hope that you find what's wrong and you can start healing, I'm sorry to hear that. It's so stressful when a loved one is sick. Andre Marie. Breezy says you pay for Salah, but she rented a $3,000 Airbnb just because Garlic told her to and added in a bonus daughter in the deal. There you go. This way, guys.
Like all this stuff that's being discussed tonight is just, it's a lot of it is old stuff, it's past stuff. She needs talking points, so she has to reach into the past. Moving along. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. What happened to her microphone? It got loud all of a sudden. Ew. Let me turn that down. So sorry for those that have headphones on. That just took me by surprise. We'll turn it down. That shisha is so obnoxious. Like reverse ASMR.
Half bonus.
Instead of giving me the good tingles, it's giving me like the punchy feeling.
Yeah, it is. Hi, baby.
I want to throw that shisha across the room in the garbage can.
Mama. Yep. And a meth addict. But she calls everyone else PDF files. She calls Gaining Ground, who's clearly not. What does she call him? Cliffy Pedo, basically. Excuse me, are you projecting that you had kids with one? Yeah. Cynthia, I made you a mod, so if people are nasty, just block them.
Interesting. Interesting. So Cynthia's come in, gave Chantal a super chat, and she was made a mod. And that's happened before, y'all. I have noticed that people who tip Chantal the most in her chat are usually made mods. So it seems like the mod position is something that's money motivated. If you give Chantal a lot of money, she'll probably give you a wrench.
Yeah, she's like your ghost children. Everyone blames Gigi for stuff, and he's like the funniest guy. Like, he's really funny. Imagine having kids with a PDF file and then having Sam raise one.
Oh God, they're talking. You know what, Chantal? Everything you're talking about with the Abba and the children, like this has to do with the trauma of a child. I don't approve. You should really leave that off the table. Like, and we're gonna skip past just to make her shut up. We're gonna go on.
Thanks, Melissa. Has nothing to do with cheating. Orange pulp. Justice for Gigi. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, Cynthia. True grapevine. They're just as dumb as her. That's why they watch her. You know? So. Gigi is the Gaining Ground channel, a really good channel, I believe. He's really like witty. He's more intelligent and witty than these people, and he doesn't have to go low like them. You know, like I don't know. I always laugh like when he like the way he insults people is funny. They insult themselves with the evidence of how dumb they are. She needs a calling out, Beavis and Butthead, yeah.
Moving on. There's so much left of this stream. Are we almost done? I'm getting. I love reacting for y'all, but this she's talking about old stuff, and it's getting kind of like she's dragging it. It's just tell us something new, please, Chantal.
She's so crass and embarrassing. Yes. Yeah. Came up with the found computer. Yeah. The webcam that fell, I still have it. I still have it. Did just beat an elder today. Thank think that we forgot that she put that black face and made fun of it. She is racist and beaten elderly people. She's discussing. Yeah, she had Marty on.
Jeez, the amount of time that Chantal is devoted to talking about Just Breezing is crazy. Like this is 3 hour stream. Like, how much of this were you talking about Just Breezing, for God's sake? Okay, so there's like a 3 hour stream. Out of this 3 hour stream, how much talk has been devoted to different reactors, back and forth, almost like a tennis match? Starting off with Just Breezing, volley over to garlic bread, back to Just Breezing, talk about FFG, talking about Yaba. She puts down the reaction channels at the same time she's reacting to the reactors. It's like Inception. I mean, this is her stream. She can talk about whatever she wants. But she puts down Girl World and she puts down the reaction community at the same time. Right now, at this moment, in her own way, she's doing a reaction too. She's just not putting on people's videos and reacting to what they say in real time. She tried that once or twice and she failed miserably both times. But it's like, if Girl World disappears, Chantal, if all reactors just poofed, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to say? If we're all gone, what are you going to say?
On her panel, and I think he was trolling, I don't know, but he was doing blackface, and she had him on the panel. She's too stupid to realize it. Thank you, Joanna. Cam up so everyone can bully you, but it's okay for her to do it, right? Crochet, no problem there. I love how you defend that. Seems hypocritical. Hi, Suan. Welcome, salam. Living your best life. I'm definitely living better life than them. Even with all my problems, everyone has them, and they have.
Either you're saying what you just said to get people riled up, which is not going to work, or you honestly believe that. Either option is sad. You're not living your best life. You're not happy. No one's jealous of you. I promise you. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody is jealous of you or your life, Chantal. Nobody would trade places with you. I don't care if I'm like got a less than 6K channel. I still wouldn't trade places with you. You'd be getting the better end of the deal and I'd be getting the worst. Nuh-uh. I wouldn't trade places with you. No, just absolutely not. There's no jealousy here. There's no envy. There's nothing to envy. I think you tell yourself that. You talk yourself into believing that your life is so great so you can avoid and ignore how unhappy you really are. I think that's it.
More, and they're just sad because at the end of the day, I don't have to do what they do on my free time. I don't have to be like a piece of crap every single day,
But you are, though.
and try to contrive the stupidest lies for any kind of money to pay my bills or support children or whatever. Exactly. Maybe get out of here. Bye. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Ooh, the mouth
You're in
on
here to
this
tell me
one
what to do
today.
with my own stream, you can get lost. If you play Roblox Dress to Impress, we would play with you. I want to play something scary.
Why would wait, stop. Why would anybody want to go on Roblox? Anybody that knows about Roblox knows what's gone on with Roblox. That's a place where a lot of PDF files hang out and been caught. Why would anybody want to go on Roblox?
No, it's a very light. Like, I'll show you.
Oh my God. Y'all look at that hallway. What a mess. No wonder Salal is walking in that house and tripping over things. I mean, that place is not big to begin with, but then you got all that clutter in the walkway. Come on, Chantal. And you claim that you clean all the time, Mama.
It's this
Where?
one. It's
How?
just the light from the corner. And I put it in front of me so you can see me better, but apparently people like the vibe, so you know. Everyone tears Foodie apart from hair strand to cat hair to carpet. Yeah, and you know what, Grapevine? That's why I block people like Joey, because you have the nerve to come in here and be like, how dare you ever defend yourself against anything? Like, sorry, but it doesn't matter what I do or say, people are going to come for me. If I want to defend myself once in a while and point out the BS, no problem there. Whatever. Silent Hill 2 game. It is out. Yeah, Millie, it's already out.
Don't play Silent Hill. I haven't played it yet, but I know it's a great game. Don't play Silent Hill. Stay out. You're not allowed.
So I might play, I don't know.
And don't play Baldur's Gate either, or World of Warcraft, or Stardew Valley, or Minecraft. No. Stay away.
What I'm going to play. I want to play Silent Hill Homecoming.
No. No. No.
That was my favorite game.
No.
My bifocals glasses. The ghost tracking van. I kind of want to play that again tonight. No, you're not blocked, Fabulous.
You know what game I think would be great for Foodie to play, but it's not easy? Amnesia. You guys can go look up playthroughs with Amnesia or clip compilations. That's a scary game. I'm laughing because I've seen compilations and I played it myself. It's a scary game. When you're in you pop up in a castle and you don't know how you got there because you have amnesia. You don't know what's going on, and you got to find little pieces to remind you. And you have to maintain your sanity level. You can't be in the dark too long. And at the same time, there's this creature that patrols different areas. And if it catches up with you, it's going to unalive you. So it'll make your heart rate go up. Let's see Chantal play a game like that.
They keep saying the reason you're hated is that your cat abuser was their excuse for the 5 years yeah, what was their excuse to that prior? Exactly. And that's complete slander. Like, complete slander. You know? It is Windhammer. It is, yeah. Yay, goodbye, Cindy Ann. Hide user on this channel, my favorite button. Is that not judging? Yeah, I'm judging her back. I'm pointing out the hypocrisy. She has the nerve to say what I was wearing was ugly when it's 10 times nicer than her ugly shirt she was wearing.
Okay, you know what? She keeps volleying back to Just Breezing, and we're basically running in circles with this conversation. So you know what? We're done. If there's anything of note that I might be missing with this stream because it's in the last part that I'm not covering, I'll just find it on Twitter somewhere because people do post the highlight clips and I'll include it in with the next react that I do. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.